Plundering and pillaging show. Chris for Raiders. Oh. Raider Nation chasing. Oh. Pillaging just for Sundays. Oh. Me and Chris, we don't miss. Oh. Me and Chris don't miss. Oh. Me and Chris don't miss. When it comes to this Raider content, we don't miss.
Sorry about that, lazy. Tell me I hit the wrong intro.
It's all good.
Anyway,
All good.
well, that's all kinds of good things goes here. Welcome to the Cover 3 show. Today's going to be Cover 2, temporarily, to our third man come in. But at the top, we got Chewy, NFL News and Podcast, representing Central Valley. And I am Chris for Raiders Podcast, representing Southern California. So, how you doing, Chewy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. A lot of exciting news, bro. It don't stop. We thought we were gonna finally go 1 year without any kind of drama, but it looks like it came a little late this year.
Yeah. Well, he said he wasn't done. Hey,
Yeah, and that's
Chris. Hey, what's up? What's good, man? Welcome to the show.
my dog. What's good? What's goody?
Chris.
That's right. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the good thing that's really what I like about Pete Carroll is he's one of them coaches that don't stop till the bell rings. You know what I mean?
Right.
He don't stop till it's over with. So that I could respect that as a coach.
Yeah. Well, Pete Carroll knows what he wants for his team to be. You know, he wants certain type of players. If you don't have that players there, you go out and get them. Like I said, Spytek is new to the game. Well, he's been an assistant general manager for I don't know how long. But his thing is like, he's one of the general managers that will go, all right, what do you need, coach? What do you need? And coach say, I need this and that. And Spytek will do his job and go get it. So it's not like the general manager is like saying, no, I don't care what you say, coach. I won't get this guy because I like him. No. He asks the coach, what do you want to do? Which is what it should be.
Yeah.
Hello, Lenny.
No, I can dig it though, man. Like I said, you know what I mean? I could honestly respect the coach who goes in there and keeps working because honestly, the coach sets the tone, you know what I mean? If you had a coach that's in there taking trips left and right, he's in the Bahamas and doing whatever he's doing, then you got these guys lacking. But when you got a coach like Pete Carroll, you kind of like, if this was AP doing all this, I would kind of be like, oh man, I ain't for it, you know what I mean? But just to know how much experience Pete Carroll has, you know what I mean? I kind of have a little more faith in what he got going on. Not saying all of it I agree with, but it's like it's a little more comfortable, you know what I mean, going into this season. I know, yes, it's going to be a rough season. I get that. But like I said, man, if this was AP in here doing this, I'd be like, man, we are in hot cakes. But just having Pete Carroll, just what the experience he does have, you know what I mean, just trust the process. And if it don't work out, then, hey, we got to hit it next time a little harder.
Hey, we got celebrity now. Hey, Michael Jackson.
There we go. Hit the moonwalk for us real quick one time.
Michael Jackson, subscribe to us, man.
Yeah.
All your albums.
Appreciate it.
Cool Kev, welcome, brother. Welcome, Cool Kev. Jason Downs in the building.
My God.
Yeah, well, like I said, he said that draft, this first day that they wanted to draft, said we ain't done. So, you know, he's getting the players he needs. He sees what we need. He knows what we need. You know, like you said, well, Tony Prisman last year. I don't want to downplay the Empress too much anyway. You know, he tried his best, but he just wasn't experienced enough to do what he needed to be done. You know, he thought he's a great motivator. I'm gonna give Andrew Bridge that he's a great locker room coach. You know, he goes in there, get the guys fired up. Good for that. But as far as the ins and outs, the dot the T's and dot the T's and cross the I's or cross the T's and dot the I's.
There you go.
He wasn't that type of person. He wasn't that type of coach yet. You have to develop, like rookies have to develop their talents to be in the NFL.
Yeah, I mean he went straight up from being a linebacker coach to fucking head coach. You know what I mean? Usually we get guys in there that are offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, and they'll rotate into head coach. But I mean, this guy, he kind of just got in there off what the fans were saying and what really Max Crosby was pushing.
Hey,
it was good.
Welcome now we can run cover 3 now. Here we go. What's going on?
My bad, guys. I was having some technical difficulties.
That's what she said.
Nice.
There you go.
How's
What's
everybody
up,
doing?
Jason? Doing all right.
Chilling.
We just talking about we just brought up what they did. Not much into it in depth, but we're just bringing up what transpired the last couple of days.
It's been eventful for sure.
Yeah, well, I was telling that, hey, Pete didn't say he wasn't done. He ain't lying. He was not done. Probably still not done.
Cool, Kev. What up?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we had a lot of things going on, just like the quarterback room and things like that, with AOC obviously breaking his wrist or whatever it was.
Yes.
But you know what I mean? Pickett. How you guys feel about Pickett?
I'm gonna let Jason go first. I'm gonna say something too. Go ahead, Jason. What do you think about Pickett? Since you just came to the show, so you gotta make up time, brother.
No, I got you. I got you. I actually think it was a good move. You know, I know, like we talked about it before, like we tend to fall in love with players that we have, but in order to get better, we have to upgrade. Like even because, like for AOC, you know, he was the best quarterback on the worst quarterback roster that ever. So basically, he was the best we had. So we kind of rode that his first season. We thought it was going to build, and it really didn't. You know, I would have liked to seen what it would have been last year, but at the same time, when he got his opportunity, it didn't look too good anyway. So this year was kind of his year to take a step forward. Injuries happen. It's kind of how it goes. Next man up. But Kenny Pickett, I feel like is an upgrade. Now it's the backup quarterback anyway. Like I know Geno is human, but I expect him to be durable, last, and yeah, I don't think we'll even have to see Kenny Pickett, hopefully, unless it's a blowout and we just need him to do what he did at the Super Bowl and just kneel it out.
What's up, Robert Payne? What's going on? And Dixon
No,
Cyrus. Dixon, what's up? What's up, brother? Well, I looked at his measurables. Guy is 6'3", 220 pounds. I watched what little highlights there are of him in Pittsburgh and with Philadelphia. Didn't do too much in Cleveland. But one thing he can do that Aiden O'Connell cannot do is escape the pocket. He can move. He can run. And he's a big fella. He's not little. He's 220, 6'3". So he's not a Gardner Minshew guy. He's not a little boy. So he can run. And that's what Chip Kelly needs in his offense. So you say, okay, why they trade the 5th round pick to Cleveland and there are a bunch of quarterbacks that got waived? Because they like what they see. They like his what do they call it? His upswing, what he can be. He's still young. He's what, 3rd year, 4th year? 3rd year. He's still young. He's 4th, okay. He's still young. So he's still got to develop some new skills. Some skills. But if you talk about Chicago offense where the RPO might be in there, if Geno Smith had to take a seat for a minute because he got a little dinger or got a stinger or something, he can put him in that RPO. Plus, he got a lot of weapons to throw to. Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, I can see why we definitely picked him up. You know what I mean? And everyone was kind of bashing this pickup, but at the end of the day, like Jason said, man, it's not our starter. You know what I mean? It's our second. So you can't get too picky with it. You know what I mean? Like we can't go in there and expect us to get one of a top dog for a second string. It's just not going to happen. We got to be realistic here. But yeah, I mean, definitely, you know what I mean? I think Gino could teach him some things. Like I said, he's going on his 4th year.
Right.
And yeah, he is a whole lot mobile than AOC ever was for us. So yeah, I think it was a decent pickup. I don't see why people are angry with it. Because when we look at second strings, what are we really hoping from a second string?
Just
like, honestly, we're just expecting them to go out there and really just not control the game, but go in there and do it kind of like what Aiden O'Connell. Don't get me wrong, last season, you know what I mean? He was one of them top dog second strings. But following into this year, he's kind of just let the ball down all around. But like if someone could go in there and do what Aiden did, but run a whole lot more than he did, then you can't knock that. And I mean, Kenny Pickett, he's definitely got some experience, and I feel like it was a pretty decent pickup.
Well, the second string quarterback is for Doug Case. A quarterback need to come out a play or two, or if the game is out of reach, he can go in there and just run the offense, or like I say, or basically go in there and just manage just enough until the starting quarterback come back in. He's not gonna win any trophies like the best second string quarterback in history, because there's no such titles that I don't think. But he's good enough to, with his skill set, couldn't run and Chip Kelly offense. So that's why they grabbed him, said some of the other guys.
Yeah, it could have been, because we talked about this too. We were talking the other day about who was available and kind of what made sense. And I think I brought up, Pickett too. And it was only because he was injured that he didn't get that starting job. Like, because they were saying that pretty much he was the forerunner for the starting position, but the hamstring. So basically, we got someone that's pretty much was about to be named a starter. I mean, I know it's Cleveland, and they don't make the best decisions, but at the same time, at least they seen something out of him that was starting caliber. So, what that means, being that it is Cleveland, who knows? But at least we got someone that I feel gives us an upgrade, because he played in Pittsburgh, he's played played in a tough division too. So he beat the hell out of us. I remember that day. So
yeah.
But it doesn't, that doesn't say much. But I think we did upgrade though. I really do.
I mean, yeah, you can't really complain. I mean, like I said, guys, it's a second string. What are you really hoping to get? Are you really expecting to go in here and get a Tom Brady for a second string? Like, let's just be realistic here. We're not going to have, because if he was that good, he'd be starting somewhere, right? So that's what I'm saying. We just need someone who can go in there and manage the game and do good with the players we got. And like leading into that, Amari Cooper. I mean, how do you guys feel about that?
Well, hold on before you give a quick Amari Cooper. Now, I know some people are like kind of upset about why did we give up a 5th round pick for him? Well, come to find out, we do got a 4th round pick anyway from Morek, a commissary pick for the 4th round. So we lost maybe a pick, but we got a 4th round pick anyway. So we still good on the picks for next year. Yeah. Okay, now go ahead. I'm sorry, I just want to say that. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, with, like I said, out of a second string, you just go, you hope he goes in there and can manage the game with the weapons he got. But now looking at everyone gone and people we added, signing Amari Cooper, old Oakland Raider, like how do you guys feel about Amari Cooper coming back to the team?
Well, so I was never the biggest Cooper fan. Of course when he was here, but I just didn't like. He was kind of Debbie Downer a little bit. Like I just didn't like his energy when he was with us. But we had Crab on the other side, so Crab was really kind of lighting things up. And I don't know, it just for me he was just. I hate to use the word soft, but as a wide receiver, what I'm saying, but I'm saying that as when he was with us, but then as he went to other teams, I think he really developed in Dallas. You know what I mean? Like he really got to kind of have a pro career in Dallas. Like, yeah, he did good with us, but you know how we do. But when he was in Dallas, I believe he became a more complete wide receiver. His route running was pretty good back then. Like I said, that was years ago. But getting him back is kind of one of those things. Like, we'll take whatever help we can get at this point, because we definitely need a wide receiver. I mean, it could have been worse. Like, it's not like he's a bum. Like, he can help this offense. And no, he's not Tyreek Hill. He's not that. But he can get open, and he can, with the court. See, that's the thing with Geno Smith, changes everything. We have a quarterback that has the arm to get it to anybody. And what I like about Coop is Coop can get open. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just he needs that quarterback to see him and get the ball to him on time. That's why he kind of had his struggles early in his career with us. But I think, it'll be cool. It's not going to be, don't expect 12, 14 touchdowns, but, like, he will help out. I'm pretty sure Myers, if he stays, would appreciate having Coop, because that would take all the pressure off him, So it'll get everybody open.
And let me ask you guys this. So what do you base a wide receiver's success on? Yards or like touchdowns?
Touchdowns.
Touchdowns.
Yeah. Wins, touchdowns.
Because I'll tell you this, out of 11 seasons, he has 6 seasons over 1,000 yards receiving. And that's out of 11 or 12, if I'm not mistaken, but I think it's 11. So that's what I'm saying. Like, when he's around the right people and he's in the right place and the right play call and he's in his zone, I mean, he definitely could be serviceable for us. And like, I dropped a video on this yesterday, but it's like when someone hits a rack on the yardage as a receiver, it's like you can't really knock that. You know what I mean? Because not everyone could go in there and easily put up 1,000. But that's what I'm saying, for him to go in there. And I'm not saying he's going to come in there and save the Raiders but you know what I mean? Like, when you really look at all around, I mean, he's kind of one who kind of has it in his favor to be, honestly, potentially the best receiver on the team.
Well, I don't think they brought him in to do things, but mainly he's going to help out the young wide receivers, because we have a very young wide receiver room, very young. The oldest person there is Tucker, and he's on his 3rd year. So we have a very young wide receiver room. And he already said in the news conference that he's going to help the young guys. That's exactly what he's going to do.
He did say that.
To the roast time. Hey, thanks, Wishcall, for doing that for me, from that one guy, Ice guy. Thanks for kicking him out. He was being obnoxious.
That's your boy, huh?
Doing the job.
Huh?
That was your boy, Ice.
I don't know who that was, but he was saying I'm seeing things that when it's not conducive to what we're trying to do. But thanks, Robert Payne, for kicking him out. Rose Town's in the building. Rose Town. So yeah, he's there. I mean, he still stirs, but he still make catches. He can get downfield. He can do his thing, and he's gonna show the young guys what to do. How to do it. The little NFL technique that he learned over the years.
Yeah, I agree. That's what he was saying in the press conference. If anyone hasn't watched it, he was saying out of his mouth, you know what I mean? He wanted to go in there and teach these young guys the tricks of the trade.
Right.
So obviously him saying that shows he's matured so much. You know what I mean? And honestly, I believe him sitting down with Pete Carroll and Chip Kelly and all them guys, for them to bring him in. I mean, they must have seen something in him. You know what I mean? But not only that, but he's an ex-Raider, and he said, "Hey, Raiders are the Raiders wherever they go." You know what I mean? So he obviously knows what the nation is about. I
remember they asked him what was his fondest memory of being a Raider. He was like, "Ooh." He said, good one. But then I know he brought he went to the playoff. Yeah. He was like, "Ooh." But yeah, he went to the playoff team, before DC pretty much got hurt. And I he brought me back to that, because we had beat Houston that season. So basically, and then they had their backup, which was, I think, Brock Osweiler was the quarterback. So DC versus Brock, we would have been, we could have probably won that first game, and who knows what would happen after that. But we'll never know. Yeah.
Overall, like I said, man, there's, like Chris said, it's a young room. And if we're really going in here and dependent on rookies, it's not going to be great, because we've seen how many busts come into the league year after year after year. So you know what I mean. That's what I'm saying. For us to finally, and if Jacoby Myers stays, I mean that's an A+. You know what I mean? Like we have 2 veterans on the team. I know Brock Bowers balled out, but like he's still pretty damn good in the league. Like he's not guaranteed a good year next year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
So
you can't
that's
put
my thing.
you can't put your eggs in a basket on one player because you know the NFL saw what we did last year. You know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
They're gonna scheme. They're gonna scheme every game around Brock Bowers to keep him from getting open.
Yeah. Just like they did with Travis Kelce.
Yeah, but so you have a veteran there going to teach Thornton what to do in certain situations. You're gonna have to teach Tucker what to do in certain situations. You're going to teach Betts what to do in certain situations. You know, and all the rest of the wide receivers.
Yeah.
So he's a veteran. He won't be he'll probably start day one, not start, but he'll probably be in the game day one.
No, he'll be in there for sure.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, me personally, I don't care who starts. I want to see who finishes. You can start if you want to, but who finished the game? Who got the key tackle? Who got the touchdown catch? Who made the important sack? Who picked that ball off? That's what I want to see. You don't have to start, but you can get in there and make an impact.
They keep telling us that that the DB room is okay, but do you think there's another move coming for that, or do you think they would have made it already? Because we're in grind time now.
Well, there's still a waiver wire out there, so we'll wait and see.
Yeah. I know, Chris, you got the 53, right?
Yeah. I'm going to bring it up, so guys, give me 1 second. There we go. Got some surprised people in there, too, man. Like, what? They cut him?
Yeah, it's been action-packed, bro. There's a lot of shit going on.
I'm glad Mostert stayed. Kind of getting worried about that Mostert not being here.
No, that's the wrong one. Hold on, man. I'll get you guys. Go and talk. I've got the wrong one.
Yeah. The Mostert. I like Mostert staying. Who else was it? Oh, see, Lobby stayed. I like it because of his grind. You know, like besides the fumbling, I like his energy, and I like the position he's in because he's the type that will, he'll run through a wall for his coach. Now, if he can control and all it is a special teams player too. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's got to play special teams. We can't have our stars playing special teams getting banged up. So, I understand some of the moves too. The Cam Miller one was kind of, but like I said, we'll see if he lasts through the waivers. But I'm really not even worried because Cam Miller wasn't going to start this year. And for what we're trying to do, he kind of doesn't. I mean, he kind of fits, but he doesn't. Because we need in this division, we got to score points. You know what I'm saying? So we can't be dinking and dunking and stuff like that. We have to have a big arm quarterback that can put the ball in the end zone, and that's what I like about pretty much what we got with Geno, and then even with Kenny Pickett. Kenny, the knock on him is his little hands, but
Derek Carr had little hands too. So what? That didn't stop him from throwing 4,000 yards a game.
Yeah,
Just got to hold the ball. Just got to hold to the ball if he gets hit. That's all.
Hey, did you hear that? That you know who Kenny Pickett's comp was?
What?
Derek Carr.
Really? I didn't hear that.
Yeah. If you look at his college comp.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Derek Carr. So
Derek Carr
get the younger Derek Carr.
But you got a younger Derek Carr with that moves.
Yeah.
So and bigger too. All right, so here's the roster right now. So on the centers, of course, they get listed at JPJ as center. His backer was Will Putnam. Okay, so they kept Darnay Holmes. Probably played a slot, and this surprised me, but I think that was good. I'm glad they kept him because he balled his ass out in the preseason. Kai Blue Kelly. Yeah,
I like how he did good.
Yeah, Kai Blue Kelly did real excellent. He's on the shorter side, 6 feet tall, but hey, he balled out. So that's all we can look at. Darren Porter, of course, they drafted him Richardson still made the team. Eric Stokes, of course.
What's good,
Yeah.
Cap?
I'm surprised he kept this guy, Max Crosby. I thought he was going to cut him.
I'm surprised he still got-
What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about Darian Porter though, man. He's been a little iffy lately.
Well, he's still got some work to do. Like I said, his first year cornerback. I only played cornerback for 2.5 years or 3 years. So he got some work to do.
Tackle, man.
Yeah, well, most cornerbacks come in the league very few of them do great when they get here. Look at Jaquan Bennett. He looked awful his first year. Everybody was there. Why they pick him? Cut him. Second year, bam, he went out the roof. So he got to develop a little bit more. I'm sure since Pete Carroll's a DB coach and all that stuff, they're working with him now as we speak. So the defensive end side, Coach Snowden, Tyree Wilson, which something about him is what Pete Carroll's saying, is that they look like they're gonna start moving them around a lot. They're gonna put them on the line scrimmage at different positions. D tackle, D end, defensive end. So he might be in one play defensive tackle, next play he's a defensive end, especially on passing downs. Because when he was rushing on defensive tackle, that guard had nothing to do with him. Couldn't handle him. He's too strong, his arm's too long.
Yeah, he looked better on the interior for sure.
Yeah,
That's the most I've ever seen any kind of people talking about him or anything.
Thomas Booker, of course, they picked him up. Alan Butler, Leaky Fatu. Tonka Hemingway made the team.
I'm glad about that.
Yeah.
He's been
out. Yeah, he has. Yeah. And Jonah Lalu. And this guy made the team. I'm really happy about this.
Yeah, he can move, man. That dude can move.
Yeah, he can. And then he's a fullback optional. He can play on first down and goal 5 inches from the line. He can take both people over.
Yeah.
Then on the guard side, Alex Kapp, of course, he made it. Meredith. Let's see. Now they got it listed as JPJ as a center, but it's actually going to be Meredith as a center and JPJ going to be guard. So I don't know how they got it listed like that.
I see that.
Partner, Caleb Rogers, he made it. Carlson, Jamal Adams. These are the guys that made the team. Both Bergs. Somebody said in the chat earlier, I can't believe both Bergs made it. Eichenberg made it. Lindenberg was just drafted, so they both made it. And Eichenberg had a good preseason.
Yeah, he made some good tackles. He showed I seen a lot of hit sticks out there, and people were missing tackles. But as far as Eichenberg, I've seen him actually wrap some people up how you're supposed to.
Yeah,
he looks stout. Sure.
Yeah. I think he finally realized what his job is to do tackle.
Right.
Let's see here. Pratt, Roberts, the usual guys. Yeah, just alone. Aiden Collins still on the team, but he's on IR. So that
Yeah.
Yep. They'll decide what they got. Well, they got 3 now.
We'll trade him to New England. McDaniels wants his boy back. He can have him.
Well, we still on our team till you get on IR. So Kenny Pickett, Geno Smith, of course, Anthony Genti, Dylan Lobby, Mozart, White, and Chen. Well, Chen's not a running back. So we got 4 running backs. I thought it would be 5, but 4. Chen made it. Harper made it. I was surprised at that.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Palomar. Chris Smith beat out Trey Taylor.
Right, Edmonds got let go too. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Special teams. Mr. Special Teams.
That's right. Edmonds was all right.
Yeah. I guess he didn't impress the coaches enough. And then we got Glaze at tackle, Grant, the rookie, Cole Miller, of course. They're a Monfort made a team, and people wonder why he made it. I'm gonna say this: Derek Moore is one of those few guys on the offensive line that can play all positions besides center. He can play left guard, left tackle. You play right guard, right tackle. So he's gonna be one of those swing guys. He's not starting, But you want to swing guys, case like you said, Cole Miller get a little neck pinch, you got to come off a couple plays. You can plug Muffin in right there just to hold it until he gets back. Same thing for everybody. Same for left guard, right guard, and right tackle. So I said earlier in the show, Mumford going to make this team because he's a valuable, versatile piece of the offensive line. He can play all positions but center.
Yeah, he got
Yeah, I
beat
agree.
right though. I seen that.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that Sunday, Jason, right? Yeah, we did.
Yeah. And just
Yeah.
his experience too, like even though it's been up and down with him, but at least, say if somebody in the guard position does go down, even tackle too, but in the guard position, they were trying to mix him in there. So could, just be a body just so they don't have to go out and get somebody, pay some money when they can just, hopefully make it work with him at guard. But we'll see.
Well, that was you want in the NFL. You want an O-line guy that can play all positions, just in case. So, like, you can plug him in anytime. He got the experience, Oh, wait, hold on a minute. Got to take a break. Our man James Purple's in the building with the Raiders.
Yes, sir.
On break.
What it is.
Purple, what it is.
Each time Purple come in, I gotta stop everything I'm doing and drop everything and say something because he comes on this break.
There you go.
Dedicated Raider fan. Dedicated. I love it. Okay,
Yes,
so what are we talking? So tight ends, we kept Brock Bowers. I don't know why they should have cut him. No, I'm just kidding. Shit, they better keep it. Well, you imagine they put Brock Bowers on a trade block? How many teams would jump at that opportunity?
we could probably set up for the next 5 years.
Exactly. Michael Mayer, I'm glad they kept him. He looked pretty good in preseason. He like his heads together, thank God.
Yeah,
He has all his facilities working right. Then Ian Thomas, which I said he will keep.
Ishmael got cut. Yep.
Yeah, Quadri. I can show you the cuts and if you want to see him. Jack Best, of course, he's rookie. Then Amari Cooper's there. So we got 5 receivers. Jacoby Myers, as it stands, he's still there. Dante Thornton Jr., of course, Trey Tucker. So we got 5 receivers. You got 2 clutch guys, which is Jack Best and Jacoby Myers. One wildly veteran, Amari Cooper, and we got 2 speed demons. So we got a mixture of all receivers, not just one talent, but a mixture of all talents.
Yeah, they got talent. That's the good thing. It's just we gotta we can't. I don't know. I always hate depending on rookies to go in there and lead a team. You know what I mean? It's a little too much for them sometimes.
Well, that's why they probably bought Amari Cooper. They probably been talking for a little bit. They probably was waiting. They probably just okay, it's time now. So, yeah. So, what do you think about those? And who you guys thought they should have made it and didn't make it?
Joe Burrow, but that's just me.
But I was really high on Terrell Edmonds, man. I thought Terrell Edmonds showed some decent coverage. You know what I mean? Like every pass that was thrown his way, he was pretty much on it. I was really high on Terrell Edmonds to see him get cut. Just like Mello Dotson, you know what I mean, from Kansas. I thought Mello Dotson had a little burn in him. What's good with my guy Rundown?
What's up, Rundown? What's up?
But yeah, I mean, you just got to trust the process, man. But them are one of the 2 guys I was really high on was Edmonds. I thought he would have been at least serviceable for this team.
Yeah, I thought so too.
But we can still put him on the practice squad too, yeah. Still.
Yeah, but he's over 4 years in the league. It's gonna be a different thing. I forgot how it's set up. But he's over 4 years. They could, but I don't know if they are or not. Because nobody was really going after him doing free agency, so he was still out there. So if they need him, they can get that phone call away. Hey, Edmonds, we need you to come back. So I think it's I forget the rules. They explained it earlier. I got to remember how they said it. But if it's a 4-year vet on a practice squad, I had to look it up. So I'll try to look it up now. But yeah. But remember now,
the thing I'm worried about is the wide receivers. You know what I mean? Honestly, I mean, like I said, they definitely got the potential. It's just we got to make sure we're in there doing what we, especially the offensive line, which they looked a whole lot better. I give them that. Dog. Starting O line looked a whole lot better than what we've been at. But like I said, man, bringing in Amari Cooper, I know a lot of people are against it, but when you got rookies in there, that's what you got to do. You got to have some kind of vet in there to lead the way. And like we don't even know what's going on with Jacoby Myers yet. Like that could go sour real quick.
Yeah,
So,
we don't know what's going on with that.
It's
good.
honestly,
From what I hear, though, they're saying that like Jacoby's not gonna really act out or act crazy. So you know what I'm saying, like he requested the trade or whatever, and I'm pretty sure like I think we talked about that earlier too. Is basically if we don't start off like in a good position, that's trade bait. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see them getting rid of him before the I say at least like week 4 or something like that. If we're like 0-4 or 0-3 or when it's looking bad or something, maybe a little bit later than that, but 1-5 or something like that before the trade deadline, we might, that might be since we already signed Cole Miller, basically that would be the only trade bait that we would have was Jacoby.
So my did you ask you guys be a part of Gravy's Fantasy Thursday?
no, I didn't get in that one.
Yeah, I don't think I got in. I don't think it said I didn't get in, so
Malo was cracking Malo.
So
Oh,
yeah, I think I don't well from a few sources, not my sources. I just heard from other people saying their sources that he's just doing that just to get more money. And I was telling Truby backstage that remember that a lot of players do that. They go to say, I want to be traded because he was a valuable access last year. He was the receiver that didn't drop any passes and got 1,000 yards. So he was very valuable in that field. So you think he has pull. He can do that. Rare's got more pull than he does. You think he has pull, but I don't think he does. He don't realize how much he has. None.
yeah. That's the thing. I mean, from the depth we did have, obviously he was the best receiver, but like look at what we had. You know what I mean? So I kind of get what the holdout was for, but then again, it's like for a guy to not go in there and drop any passes and show you what he's really about.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to throw him some. You know what I mean? Or at least give him some. If you can't pay him or you don't think he's worth it, then shit, throw him a couple incentives. You know what I mean? If he hits him, hey, then you got what you're expecting out of him.
Yeah, I don't know how much he was asking, but he probably was asking for $20 million. They said, nah.
He wanted some high for sure.
Yeah. So, be quiet. So I don't know how much you think he's worth. Be honest opinion.
I mean, he's worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it depends on where you go. Yeah, like
he
if
worth
he went
20?
to Cincinnati.
He's worth 20?
I mean, pretty much. It's hard to say because what's the name? Just got McLaurin. Just got what 30-something, 32.
But he was the number 1 receiver.
But he was always hurt and everything too. That's why I'm just comparing him to like Jacoby is available. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't drop balls. He don't. You know what I'm saying? Like so, it depends on where he goes. His value. If he went to like the Bengals or somewhere like that, he would definitely be valued. Because I mean, think about what they paid T. Higgins, right? So you think they would have liked T. Higgins or maybe like a Myers?
Who, the Raiders?
Yeah. Well, I mean, for Cincinnati, you think like if Jacoby Myers was available then, that he would have been an option for them too before? Because remember him and them and T. Higgins were trying to work out a contract for the longest. I forgot what T. Higgins got. So I would say whatever T. Higgins got, it should be somewhere around that. Maybe a little less, but I figured, because he's our number 1 just kind of by default. He's definitely a number 2, but I would say it depends on where he goes. Because if he gets plugged into the right situation, like say if he went to Miami, where he would be, you'd have Tyreek Hill, you got Waddle, you got all those other cats, and then just sprinkle him in. You know what I'm saying? He can definitely do his thing, and then he'd be going against like the 3rd DB. You know what I'm saying? Like or second DB, whatever it would be.
See, but that's the thing though. Once they get to paying 1 and 2, 3 got the shit into the stick. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah,
I don't know. But I
But-
mean, McLaurin, he got what did he get? 32.
32 points.
Yeah, 96, yeah.
I
But
mean,
you gotta remember though, you compare him to McLaurin, you compare him to T. Higgins. Those receivers are down the field receivers. They get down the field. Jacoby Myers is not really a down the field. He can, but he doesn't. He's more of the inside guy, outside curls, and all that stuff. Clutch receiver. So if you're gonna pay a guy that much money, you better get down the field, like 40 yards, 30 yards, 40, 30, 40 yards down the field. He really
Yeah.
doesn't do that. You never really
Yeah.
see him do that.
Yeah.
So you comparing, 'cause although he was a de facto number one last year because we didn't have no number one because Devontae bolted, but he was de facto number one receiver. In reality, he was a number two receiver, a slot receiver in New England, came here, became number two receiver. So he was never really a true number one receiver. So you talk about giving him a number one receiver money when he's technically not a number one receiver.
Well, no, I said not 32. I said, maybe in the 20 range, like, but that's a big difference from 32. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he does deserve at least anywhere 18 to 20. You know what I mean? It's nothing wrong with that. Because he can't, like I said, in the right situation, he can be good. Like remember when we had Devontae, that was a perfect situation for him because while everybody was keying in on Devontae, he could eat. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it kind of worked. And then we had like the hunters and all these kind of gadgets and stuff like that. But like I don't know, he's not bad. He doesn't drop balls. He doesn't get hurt a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say McLaurin's already, I think, tore a knee or some career-ending injury. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm just looking at the whole picture, like because injuries. I look at how dependable you are when you are on the field. Like he was kind of hit or miss. Was that last year and a little bit? I think he got injured the year before.
I think so, but that's what Washington decided to do. They want to pay him all that money. Fine, good luck. I'm just saying, I'll say between the $15 and $18 million range. I don't know what he was asking for, but
someone said 25. Someone said 25, and yeah, that could be a little steep, but 18 to 20, that's fair.
It's cracking. Andrew. It's cracking.
Yeah,
that's tough. I mean,
yeah,
it just depends on what we got. I know we got a lot of shit going, a lot of money to throw around still, but it's like if number ones are getting 30, 32, I mean, shit. Like now that I think about it, 20, 20's kind of for a number two. I mean, he's a great number two. Don't get me wrong. Like he's not a number one, but if you have to rely on him, he can be that dude to go. Like, and he did it for us. You know what I mean? And look at what he had.
Mm-hmm. But then that's with no quarterback.
With the worst quarterback group in the history.
But then again, you got to think about who else did we have to really throw the ball to? You know what I mean? Besides Brock Bowers. So that's what I'm saying. And I kind of see why they're holding out. But then it's like, if this dude showed you some purpose, I mean, come on, man, give him his flowers. You know what I mean? It's like a motherfucker who went to work 40 hours a week and you want to pay him for 30. Like
now think about if we don't lock him in. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta depend on our young guys. Like you know what I'm saying? Trey Tucker's gonna be your number one. Him and Thornton are gonna be the number one receivers. That's why I said like we have to at some point lock in some wide receivers because we've been going years just recycling different ones and not getting none, not keeping none. So we got to keep somebody at some point. And I mean, we could do a lot worse than Jacoby Myers.
I understand that. I agree with you on that. We do need to keep him one way or the other. I'm just seeing how he's trying to play hardball right before the season start. Why you do this during the summertime when we was playing OTA stuff? Now you can do it right 9 days before the season start to put a controversy.
I think it's how the Raiders have been doing these contracts. He's protecting himself too because we've been wiggling out of some contracts lately. So he's just trying to take care of himself, and he's the type that he's a quiet dude. He's not going to raise hell and all that kind of stuff. He ain't no diva and all stuff like that. So, but he at the same time he's like, hey, I ain't gonna let y'all overlook me, and just try to squeeze whatever you can out of me for this price. And then someone said he still has money on this contract. So, I mean, it ain't really that like he's playing for no guarantees. Like, as long as he can stay healthy enough, and it's not like we're going to overuse him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really, if he can be a possession receiver, like, basically it'll be him and Bowers kind of getting the majority of the passing because that'll probably be the most comfort for Geno. You know what I'm saying? You just get it to your go-to guys, and then
I
hopefully,
don't know about that because
yeah.
Gio sure look comfortable with Thornton. I tell you that right now.
Well, I mean,
Look
but that's
very.
gonna take some time because he was going against the thirds and you know what I'm saying. Like we want to see him grow and consistently go against these top DBs because
Yeah,
Thornton
I
is going
agree.
to take a while. He's not there yet, but
No, I know that.
yeah, but once he gets comfortable, but for the meantime, you got Coop and you got Myers, for Geno, just safety blankets. You know what I'm saying? Just to get people. That's why I like the Coop. You got a vet on third down. If you need a go-to, you can just look over. You guys have that chemistry where you ain't got with the rookies. They're still trying to figure out but the quarterback will see something. The Coop's been in the league long enough to know, okay, he wants me to do this on this play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the defense is playing this way. And then that's what you don't get with the rookies. You know what I'm saying? The rookies kind of have to figure it out as they go. So,
Yeah, that's why they brought him in, just to help the rookies out to show them, like, yeah, okay, when they see this, do that. When they come to try to press you, do this. So that's why he's there. And I'm glad they picked him up. I talked to him early in the year, right before all the draft happened, everything. So I said, yeah, Mark Cooper still out there. Why don't grab him? It don't cost that much, and they grabbed him.
Yeah, I mean,
He made
overall,
he said
yeah,
he said what he said when the Raiders traded him. He blamed him for what he said. He was pissed
yeah,
off. He want to stay on the Raiders. Oh, he was pissed off. He got traded. He didn't leave. He didn't walk on free agent. He got traded. So of course he's gonna be pissed off. Said what he said. But remember, he was only like 23, 24, 25 years old. He's a young kid. He grew up. And now he's saying like he's happy to be back.
yeah. You gotta think about how different it is. I mean, he's not in Oakland anymore. He's in a whole different state. You know what I mean? He's in a whole different stadium with a whole different coach. So, you know what I mean? Maybe he's like, hey, let's run it back with the Raiders. I started with them. You know what I mean? Maybe this regime's different. They're in a different location. So maybe he's hoping for the highest. And I mean, I kind of feel him on that because, like I said, dude, out of 11 seasons, he has like six seasons over 1,000 yards receiving. And for anyone to go in there and hit 1,000 yards, I mean, not everyone could go in there and do that.
And don't forget, he gashed us on an 82-yard touchdown catch, but it came back on a penalty when he played the Browns last year. Remember the 82-yard pass that catch he got? Yeah, he gashed us, but it was called back for a penalty. So he still can get out there.
Yeah, and then when you start really looking at the team, it's like, okay, if Myers is to go, then who's the number one? Tucker? I mean, like, come on now. You know what I mean? He's still kind of over here proving himself, really, if you think about it.
He's still kind of raw, too.
Exactly. That's what we really got to realize. And that's what, I mean, I don't know what the holdout is for it, but yeah, I mean, for them not to sign him, I mean, that's kind of crazy. It just depends on what he's asking, though. If he's asking for something ridiculous, it's like, hey, we can't do that for you, buddy. But
yeah.
When I first heard it, I thought it was actually BS. I thought it was kind of like I hope it still is, but I hope it's just a ploy. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of get New England all shook up, and because Jacoby used to be with them too. So of course, like if you want to get somebody's attention, kind of dangle something out there that they like. And then I feel like even with Aiden, keeping Aiden on the roster, how for us it's a question mark. But I'm like, I hope this is just a plot, just to get them all distracted. You know what I mean? Get McDaniels like, oh, I can get Aiden and Jacoby back. Oh, you know what I'm saying? And then, but I'm just hoping it is. I hope it's just smoke. Because when you think about it, it doesn't make sense for him to ask for a trade right now and to get, because technically you'll probably get more money as a free agent. You know what I'm saying? Like if he just rides this year out, has a cool year, pretty much you do yourself some good in free agency. You know what I'm saying? So really, I don't get the move of right now. You're on the last year of your contract. Why would you kind of cause the waves right now? Enter, and then the next year you're in free agency. So like, I feel like it just doesn't make sense. I don't get it.
Well, he's probably just trying to prove, that he's that guy for the Raiders. Just like I said, he was the one that outshined everyone. So, you know what I mean? He kind of feels like, why are you guys going to go in here and pay all these other guys? Because they did what I did, and I'm not getting no love for it. So I could feel it. Like I said, it's up and down with it. You know what I mean? I can see why they're holding out, and then I can see why he's asking for a trade. But I mean, like you said, man, hopefully it's all smoke. But if it's legit and he goes and leaves, it's gonna be a hell of a year for us. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and it depends on what we get. Because I mean, imagine this receiving core without him. You know, for us, I don't think we can afford to, and take this season serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I mean, I've heard people say, "Well, shoot, we got," I'm like, no, we need all the help we can get. There ain't, I look at the roster, but I also look at who's behind these people. Like, just in case someone gets hurt, you go plug and play. And that's the thing about Aiden. If Geno had got hurt legit, our season would have been legit over. You know what I'm saying? But with Kenny Pickett, I know a lot of people are on a fan and stuff like that, but I feel like he can at least keep us afloat. Because like they said, all we need him to do is hand the ball off to Genty. Because that's not going to change. That's going to be the base of what we do is running the ball. So it's not going to be like we're going to be slinging the ball all over. It's just run the ball, and when we got play action, then we over the top. You know what I'm saying? But we're built to run all over teams. And especially with who they brought and who they kept, I love it. You know what I'm saying? So you getting a steady dose of this running game. So really, we don't have to really worry about the quarterback position because if somebody's going to get open, and I just see Brock probably having another big year, and Mayer. I see Mayer having actually a big year too. So I think that's what they're looking at too. Like basically the tight ends are going to do a lot of the grunt work, so.
Yeah. Well, like you said, man, like maybe they're really dependent on this team to go in there and run this ball. And they're saying, hey, our running game is that great or we don't need top-notch receivers. Because, I mean, dude, we got one of the best tight ends in the league. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I mean, that might be their look on it too. You know what I mean? So we just got to see how it plays out. But, I mean, when you got talent, bro, that's what you got to do is keep them here. You can't let them go to other teams that are going to come to haunt you in the future. You know what I mean? And that's like has been our biggest downfall for the Raiders, dude. Dude, Khalil Mack. Like, why would you ever let go of a guy like Khalil Mack? Especially fucking now he's at the Chargers. Is like, dude, like that is insane. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my biggest thing. When we got talent in here, we just need to keep it, and that's how you grow as a team.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Khalil Mack week 2. Piano man, we coming for you.
It's always tough, man. I'll tell you that every time. Every time he gets a sack, too, it hurts a little more. You know what I mean? Like, damn.
I feel like when Derek was there, he kind of, I don't know, it felt personal. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember that game. I think we were overseas. And
I'll be right back, guys.
Let's see that with him. For sure.
Derek Carr, he was celebrating something, but then Mac was showing him, like, look, fool. He was like, so I forgot what happened. Like, he was trying to make a play, but it ended up being a sack or a fumble or something crazy. But, it was crazy.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, that's my best friend. I'm like, he don't act like he's your friend. Because every time he see us, he trying to do us bad.
Yeah, and then, like, another thing, too, like I said about keeping talent, you know what I mean? That's what we got to do here. But it's like, maybe Jacoby's seeing how much these guys, you know what I mean, low quality first and top quality seconds are getting paid. And he's like, why not me? Because, like you said, man, the dude didn't drop any catches, you know what I mean? Obviously, he's a good wide receiver. He knows how to catch a ball. So yeah, for them to kind of skip out on Jacoby Myers, man, it's like what is going on here? You know what I mean? But like it all comes down to a price. That's what it is here. That's the name of the game in the NFL. Everyone wants to go in there and get a bag. I get it, but then you got to, you know what I mean? Some of them guys like Tom Brady, bro. He was taking pay cuts for people to stay on the team, and look what he did. So that's where you got to start. I don't know. Everyone's different, man. Some people are in it for the bag real quick, and some people are in it for the long haul to go in there and get the win.
Yeah.
What's up, that's my dog.
That's why I like Pete, for everything that we've been missing, like, the quarterback, Aiden went down. A couple of days later, we got Kenny Pickett. We didn't know any wide receivers. Or, we heard about the Jacoby Myers. And then, we got Coop. And I don't know. I feel like those were 2 solid moves at those positions. You know what I mean? Because, just like the Geno Smith trade, we didn't know that was going on. But it happened. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of one of those things that happened. And once we let it digest and everything like that, we had a pretty good situation. So, like I said, I believe in what these guys are doing, and this is year one. You know what I'm saying? Like I just try to remind people this is year one, and look at all the wheeling and dealing. This guy has done more wheeling and dealing than Telesco did. You know what I'm saying? Like in 1 year, because we were always, oh well, it's only 1 year. You got to give him a year. This is only 1 year. But I mean, look at our linebacker core. We're stacked. You know what I'm saying?
No,
We're set, and we got a couple Bergs in the background, ready to make that step up. So
We got-
like from safeties, I know the DB room still until we see it, but I think they believe in the pass rush. Like I've always heard that the defensive rush will take the pressure off the DBs, and it just hasn't done it for us. But I believe we're building something, and we will. We're not going to have the best DBs, but until they start to figure it out, I think it's going to be one of those things like Forge and Fire. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to figure it out, and if they're not, I'm confident in our coaching staff getting people that are capable. Like I said, this is before we even start. Now, if things go awry, they're going to fix it automatically. We don't have to suffer for the season of like, oh, damn, we got to suffer this whole season. You know what I'm saying? No, they're going to fix it. Because Pete's not going to look at the same mistakes over and over again. He's going to fix it. So,
yeah,
Well,
that's the biggest thing with us being so new. My bad, Chris. But with us being so new, with the new regime and all that, it could either work out right away because no one knows the scheme, or it might take some years to go in there and get everything together. You know what I mean? So that's like the biggest battle I feel like we're going through. Like it's either going to go really good, or it's not going to be a winning season.
Well, I think the offense is going to carry this team for the first 2 games. Like you said, the DB is going to be baptized by fire. They're going to go out there and do what they can do. But as long as we got a good, decent pass rush, we can guard the edges. We can get pressure up in the middle. Stop these mobile quarterbacks from trying to get outside. We're fine. Because, like I said, if we get pass rush, the DB is going to look like superstars because the quarterback going to have time to think. He's going to throw the ball somewhere he shouldn't throw the ball, out of bounds or to an interception. So if we got a decent pass rush, we're fine. And then the DBs can pick it up from there.
Yeah, and then the safeties will, I like our safety room. We have a very aggressive safety room, and with our linebacker, because Jamal Adams is going to be a dog for us, bro.
That's what I was about to mention. Yeah, he
like,
could play both, bro. He could go back there and play the safety.
Yeah, he can cover those tight ends that we always gives damn problems every year.
Exactly.
He can cover a tight end.
One
thing about him, he hits, wraps up, and you know that you're hit by Jamal Adams. That's what I like about his aggressiveness.
But the way he gets his hands up to swat, like we seen him with the pass deflection. You know what I mean? Like that's just athleticism, bro. Like not everyone's gonna. That's why I was high on Tonka Hemingway. Because Tonka Hemingway was one of them dudes who don't stop to the bells over here. He can't get the sack. He's going to get his hands up and try to get a swat. And those are the kind of guys we need here. And Jamal Adams, bro, has done nothing but prove that he's one of them dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like our defensive line, man. I think we're gonna. What we didn't show our whole defense.
Hey, we keep cutting off Jason. He's trying to get some shit off his chest.
Oh no, it's all good. No, it's all good. No, I was just gonna say about the Jamal Adams thing. Like, we seen this with Gruden, where he tried to take a safety and turn him to a backer, right? But for this, it's different. Like, I felt like what's his name was kind of on the heavier side, you know what I'm saying, at safety. He was starting to get a little bit, once he got paid and all that kind of stuff, he started gaining a little bit. But I think this is actually a good position for like how Chris said it. I was going to say, we've been looking for a coverage backer, to cover this Kelce's and cover these, these either the running backs out of those wheel routes and stuff like that, but just someone that can fly around and be able to keep up with instincts like his. Oh, it's going to be a game changer. Him and Chen together on the field is going to be nuts. They might bump heads. They might smack into the set, because both of them have that vision. And I like, I'm excited to see. You know, there might be some penalties, you know, but I'm excited to see.
For sure. And that's the thing is like when you see Jamal Adams on that field, he's one of them guys like he's like a Troy Polamalu kind of guy. Like he's if he hits you, like you're gonna get hit. You know what I mean?
You gonna feel it. You will feel it. Like shit, I ain't going. Hey, coach, don't call that play again because I ain't going in the middle with that guy there. No, not doing it. No, go to the other side. I'll run that route, but not this route. I'm not doing that again.
And that's what it means, bro. Is
get on them Jack Tatum hits like it's smashed. Like man, look.
Just like when they run the ball, they don't ever go to Max Crosby.
I won't play NFL for the next 5 years, dude. You keep remember that play, man. I'm not gonna be here too much longer. I'll be out of here.
But that's what we need. You know what I mean? Like I said, man. When people run the ball, they don't ever want to run the Max Crosby side because they just know he's his wingspan and the way he is, he'll wrap you up quick. So when we get guys in there that have that impact inside of players' heads, because NFL is not just physical, bro. Like it's a lot of mental work on it too. You know what I mean? All the shit talk you get. Like we don't even hear half of the shit that goes on field. You know what I mean? And we see how mic'd up episodes get, you know what I mean, when they're sitting there. Like Phillip Rivers, man. He was one of them guys to go in there and really talk shit to these guys. So that's what I'm saying. Like if the mental part is another huge thing on it too.
Well, you know, mic'd up stuff, you know that they mic them up, but the team actually let them release certain things, so they have to review it before it release. Like now, well, we're not gonna. You can play this, but you're not playing what he said on this. Exactly. You know? So you know they probably say things way more than we hear.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and it's funny too. I don't know. Have you guys ever watched Phillip Rivers mic'd up?
Oh yeah.
I forgot what team he was playing, but he threw a touchdown. And he was screaming in dude's ear, touchdown.
The 93 yard. That was Yannick. He was in Yannick's ear. He's like 93 or 92.
Oh yeah.
Something like that. He's like, hey, bro, you ain't gonna be doing that about my ear, bro.
Well, yeah, well, football is all about that. You know, you got there because we can't hear none of the things they say on the field because you know they're talking to each other, talk back and forth. We can't hear nothing. Can you imagine if they were mic'd up when we were here? Woo, the broadcast moved me in trouble by the FCC. Like you can't play that on TV.
It's rated R, man. We can't broadcast this right here.
Probably rated X. Well, Christian Wilkins was rated X. I'll tell you that. Shit.
Yeah. He should.
Chris Wilkins probably say, "Hey, dude, you got a pretty forehead."
If I give you a kiss, man.
Playing kissy face.
Yeah, that's tough work right there. But yeah, Jamal Adams, great pickup for the Raiders, and that dude's gonna be one of them pickups that's gonna pay dividends for us. Like you said, Jeremy Chin as well, dude. I mean, he looks like he's all over the field. Obviously, the dude can hit, so he's gonna be really fun to watch. And that's the thing too is everyone says, you know what I mean, it's vanilla play call. So if it is, like, hey, we might not even be seeing what we're even close to seeing on the field if that's the case.
Yeah, we did.
Regular season.
Because like I said before, but me and Jason and Farrell was talking about that Sunday. Thanks for everybody watching, man. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate that. But I was saying this was a vanilla defense as well as a vanilla offense. Because why did Pete Carroll make a valid effort to go get these big, strong corner D-backs and cornerbacks? Why? Because they're going to play a lot of press man coverage. Of course, they're going to play some zone now and then. But they want to be up in the receiver's face. You know, they want to be physical with the receivers. They're not going to run past them without feeling it. You want to get 5 yards on the field? Well, I'm going to hit your ass so hard that you're going to think about it. So why they get those guys? For that reason. Hey, what's up, Nettie?
Hey, what's cracking?
What's knacking? What's cracking? I mean. Hey, what's up? Hey, Rosha. How long Rosha been? I just got back. Oh, he just came in. What's up, Rosha? Welcome to the show. So why did he go out and get him? For that reason. So even they're playing a lot of. I was watching some of the games. They're playing a lot of zone. They weren't doing. They weren't doing a whole lot. You know.
Yeah, the middle of the field was nasty work on us.
Yeah, they were doing zone, that Tune, who's this guy who got cut by the Cardinals. I don't know if they're picking him back up. We're just having a field day with that. And that one guy, Valesco, whatever his name is, having a field day.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was the biggest thing in my from watching preseason was the tackling on the defense was insane. The turnovers on the offense, mainly by AOC, was nasty work. And fucking what were we talking about? I lost my fucking train of thought for a minute, man. I got so many names running through my head.
We was talking about tackling
Turno-
and defense.
Turnovers.
And,
No, but what'd you guys say before that?
You talking about the turnovers?
I don't know. Talk about what you want to talk about now.
All right, man. On to the next, man.
We've been up an hour, man. So go ahead and talk about something else you want to.
Yeah.
Nah, but but that's the whole thing. Like I said, everyone is always saying vanilla. So if it is vanilla, then we ain't even really seen nothing yet.
Nope. You know, they haven't done anything. But like, oh shit, what the heck? But the thing is that, like I said, I think the offense is going to carry most of the games for now until defense get ready to go. What's up, honey girl?
Salute. Yeah, and it was crazy too because these last couple years, our defense has really been the one that's held us in a lot of games
because we got no offense.
Yeah, offense was in it was nasty, bro. But yeah, to see that the offense is gonna looks at least a little better. I mean, we got to see what's gonna go on here. You know what I mean? Like I said, our defense has been great, but we kind of got a whole new defense, whole new regime. So we're really gonna have to see what is going on here. It's not just okay. Yeah, we signed all these guys. Yeah, the names are good and the experience is great. So we're gonna go in here and do good. It's do they still got the motor in them? Do they still got the willpower? I mean, things like that. And but not to mention they're honestly all these players are put in a good situation with the coaching staff. So that's my highest hope for the team.
Yeah, there's no dancing in a champagne room. You know that, right? Oh, you guys get the reference to the movie?
It says
I
lurking in the dark.
Oh man. Everybody talking about you look dark right there. Yeah, it looks kind of dark. It look kind of like well, yeah, Jason. There you go. There we go.
Yeah, I've been having these headaches, so I'm just trying to keep the lights low. But I'm lurking too, though. I'm lurking.
Watching them comments, boy.
I don't know, Piano Man. Yeah, you got act like a girl. Then I don't know what happened to you. They didn't like it this season yet. It's all about the Raiders season. Did you know that Geno Smith and Kenny Pickett are about the same, 6'3", 220 pounds? Did you know that?
No, I didn't. The boom boom room is crazy.
And O'Connell is 6'3", 201 pounds. No, 6.
And then Kenny Pickett was a top, was it 5 pick? Or
7th, 20th. You got big 20th overall by the Steelers.
Oh, okay. So, hey.
2 cents was cracking.
Upgrade from what the AOC was.
Well, they must see value. They must saw value in the trade a 5th round pick for him. Like I said earlier, instead of just waiting till all these guys that got cut in the waiver wire, they could have got one of those guys. But they, Pete Carroll said he want a veteran to back up Geno Smith. Kenny Pickett has been in the league that long, but he's still a veteran. He started for Pittsburgh. He played with the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. He got a ring, And then I don't know what the Browns were doing.
Well, when you look at quarterback 1, 2, and 3, like how it usually goes, at least in my head, obviously quarterback 1's the vet or the rookie who's been balling their ass off, right? Usually the 3rd is usually the rookie that they're working on. Usually the 2nd is a vet who has experience but hasn't really got too much burn or hasn't really produced too much.
Ardell got a good question. We were talking about that earlier, Ardell. I knew you came in late. I'm fine with Pickett and Cooper. Why is anybody tripping? And I don't know why. What are we tripping off of? Why people are like, why you get him? Because somebody did mention Kenny Pickett and I think it was that Sunday was on the show, Kenny Pickett. And somebody mentioned that, like, well, we got to trade for him now, don't we? And I didn't think we were going to trade for him, but we did. He had a bad. He had a bad situation in Pittsburgh because they threw him right into the fire. Philadelphia, he didn't do anything. Philadelphia just sat. And then the Browns, I don't know what they were going to do. But he sat through the fire. He basically he went the same route Geno Smith did. Geno Smith with the Jets, lousy. Got traded to another team, to two other teams, just sat. Then look at him now.
Yeah.
Sometimes quarterbacks need a certain system they can operate in. Everybody can't play the same system every team does, because every team plays the exact same system. Boy, the NFL would be freaking boring. It would be boring. So the Chip Kelly, because Chip Kelly going to do with Pickett what he did with Howard at Ohio State, because Howard was a mediocre quarterback. But when Chip Kelly got there, he made like a superstar, almost like a Heisman Trophy candidate. So he knows how to turn quarterbacks around.
Yeah, me personally, I mean, I get it why we're signing these guys, but I don't see why anyone would be upset about it. I mean, obviously we need a second string, right? Cam Miller, yeah, he showed promise, but we got to fill that position. And then we hear Jacoby Myers, wants out, wants to trade. So like we got to have a vet in here in some type of way, because that whole wide receiving core is pretty much new to the game. I mean, Trey Tucker, like I said, he's still out there proving himself. You know what I mean? Brock Bowers, he's a great tight end, but at the end of the day, he's going on his second year. It's like we're not really guaranteed anything here in that wide receiving room, like whatsoever. So for us, like pretty much anyone right now, bro, can be an asset to this team based on if they can outshine with what we got.
Well,
that's the fucked up part.
Well, Roshan, I'm fine with Amari Cooper there. They didn't bring him to be number one, I don't think. They brought him to be a veteran leader. We need a veteran in that wide receiver. We had none. So he even said today on the news conference, if you watch it, you didn't watch it, he said that I'm here to help the young guys out. That's what he said. So, he probably might not start. He might start, but he probably be in the game at some point in time in the first game. We did help the young guys out.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Like I said
yeah.
too, Amari Cooper, 11 or 12 years, he had 6 years over 1,000 yards receiving. Touchdowns weren't that high, but I mean, for a guy to go in there and get 1,000 yards, like I said, not everyone goes in here and does that.
He's a solid route runner. He can catch the ball. I know he had a few drop passes in his years. A lot with us. I don't know why, but that last year before he got traded, it seemed like he was not in touch with the program, or he just wasn't trying harder. He took plays off.
It's the same example of Devontae Adams. They both got sour on us.
Yeah,
but that's what happens when you got a bad front office and the coaching staff ain't doing what they're supposed to do. You get players in here that are going to turn sour, especially guys like, honestly, dude, Devontae Adams is a great receiver. You know what I mean? And he wants to win. He doesn't want to be on a team that's going to lose, because he knows how good he is. When you get guys in here that know they're not good, they'll settle for a check. You know what I mean? But a guy like Devontae Adams, guys like that, man, they want to go in there and win, especially Amari Cooper going in the first, coming out of Alabama. I mean, dude, he had success. So I like, you can't just say Amari Cooper, whatever he said about the Raiders, that's past.
That's in the history. That's when he was young and done. They got mad because he got traded.
Third year.
Look what they paying him. They paying him $3-some million a year with incentives, bonuses. So he has incentives to make more money, so he can get up to $6 million for 1 year. For 1 year. So they're not paying him like a $20 million contract. So they're not killing themselves for Amari Cooper. So yeah, bring him in. He's a veteran. Our veteran and wide receiver, the veteran of the wide receiving group, discounting Jacoby is not there, would be Trey Tucker. Do you really want Trey Tucker to be the veteran of the wide receiver room? No. He's still learning himself.
Yeah, he's still proving. He's still got shit to prove.
Because it takes years for some players to develop into that guy. Devontae Adams wasn't that guy for 3 years. He was just an average receiver. Then finally he picked it up and got better. Some receivers take a little while longer than others. Some players come out of college, man, just like all-stars. Not very many. Some take a couple years to develop.
What's up, Hazel? Geo Max said Cooper got knocked out a few times with the Raiders. Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys tuning in. Appreciate it. Yeah, real shit though.
didn't he run into the pole too, or was that a? I feel like that was either. I
Really?
don't know if that was practice, but I remember he ran into the goalpost. Like someone led him into the, and he knocked himself out like that. That was earlier, like the first. That was sometime around the first, the first time with us.
Yeah, that's crazy work.
All right, you guys behave.
I think he's.
Yeah, man.
I think he's better now. I think he went outside
Jake.
and developed a little bit. Went to some places where I think, like I said, Dallas was, I think, his best place that he kind of went where he could develop. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a pretty good time over there. Even the Browns, but he didn't have the consistency of the quarterback over there. So, yeah.
I think more to develop. I think he grew up. That's what I think.
Yeah, there you go.
I think he grew up more than anything else because he admitted that he said some things about the Raiders when he left. But like I said, dude, they trade you away, and you was having one of those years, good years, and they traded him away. Well, Gruden did.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, if you got a guy that's going in there half of his career and he's putting up 1,000 receiving yards, he has some kind of potential, right?
Well, yeah,
exactly.
That's why they get those incentives. They probably said get 8 touchdowns, get additional $800,000. Get 900 yards or 500 yards, you get this. They get incentives, so he can make. You got 3.5. I think I forgot the contract exactly. I have pulled up, but he get 3.5 for 1 year, up to $6 million in incentives and bonuses. So what that means, like you, Jason, you guys work. I don't work anymore. So if your boss said this job's worth $500, you do it. But if you do that, it's going to be worth $800. What are you guys going to do?
Oh, you're trying to get it. So.
I'm trying to
get $800.
But not only, but like you said too. I mean, that dude really is trying to get a contract, bro, get a paycheck. You know what I mean? Because a 1 year deal, you know what that means. You're either gonna make it or break it. So if you come in here and do what you got to do, hey, you might earn you a nice little contract. Not saying you're gonna be paid top dollar, but if you snooze, you lose type thing. You know what I mean? So, and if a guy wants to go in there and get paid, you got to produce.
Well, he was on a free agency market for a long time, due to yesterday, for him to get off the free agency market. You want to be a good receiver and towards the end of your career and still healthy and still can catch the ball and still can run routes, to be sitting on the sidelines at home on the couch watching the other teams play while you're sitting there at home not making any money.
Exactly. So
the Raiders offer that we give you this, come on in. But this is what you're going to do. This is how it's going to work for us. You're going to come in here. I don't know exactly what they said, but you're going to come in here, help our young guys out. We're going to pay you this. But if you do this for us, we'll give you extra money, up to $6 million. So what more do you want? Because nobody's picking them up. Even they want him back.
Yeah, he came back, and as bitter as that breakup was, for him to come back, it does show maturity. It does show, that maybe he felt that he had more to give us. That because I know with him it was his attitude. Like say, because he could get open. The thing was he could get open, but if you don't get the ball to him, he would check out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys remember his play, but basically, he would get open, but then either he would, they would miss him or something like that. So, and he would just be like, whatever.
Who was that? Who was that quarterback? I remember that.
I don't want to cause no trouble. I don't want to say the name and bring.
All right. I remember that play. He was dead open to right. It was nobody around 10 yards from his ass, and the quarterback threw the ball to somebody else and he dropped it. And Cooper has hands up and he walked back to the huddle like, the hell? After that, he checked out.
Yeah. Do you remember who that quarterback was?
Yeah, of course I do. But I'm not gonna say it. I'm not you gonna get me in trouble.
Nah, yeah, that's what I said. We're gonna. But if you know. But yeah, but then see, that's the thing. I think him coming back now, he has what he believes is a good quarterback. Because that's how Coop would be. You know, sometimes he wouldn't. He pretty much stayed because you see where he went last year. He went to the Bills to try to get
Well, he
with
said
Josh
that
Allen.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah, Geno Smith said that in his interview too. He's
Okay,
like,
so I'm gonna cut you off, but Piano Man or ASAP go ha 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 blah blah said they had 4 drops this year. Yeah, he did, but he's one of the main weapons on the team. Amari Cooper is not going to be the main weapon on this team. Okay, so I'm worried about that.
he said, I say with my chest is true. We good though. I don't know. It's gonna be tough, man. We definitely got a lot to figure out for sure.
yeah. But game 1, you know, that's going to tell us everything. If we can't take care of the Patriots, then it's going to be a long season.
And that's the game. If we lose that game, bro, to Josh McDaniels' his offense and just the way it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a bad look, honestly. Like that's one of the games I think we need to win. Not just because it's a big game, but just based on the rivalry with Josh McDaniels, and if he goes in there and does what he does, especially with the old players they got over there, man, it's gonna be a bad one.
Pete Carroll knows every coaches in the NFL. That's not like a brand new guy just came up from yesterday. You know, every coach's tendencies. He knows how to scheme against his coaches. That's why Harbaugh had a problem beating him at USC and in New York. I mean, Frisco, and Seattle. He knows how to scheme. He knows their tendencies are. You don't think he's sitting down looking at what Josh McDaniels' offense tendencies are? Yeah, he is. Of course, Josh McDaniels might have changed it from the Raiders. Yeah, of course, he probably did. But if each coach have a tendency to do certain things at certain situations, Pete Carroll's going to sit there like, So if we give him a 3rd down 15, what they going to do? He know what to do. He don't know what they will probably do out of 5 different sets. So he's watching Josh. You know Josh McDaniels. He's seeing him.
I don't know if you. Oh, sorry. I don't know if you've seen it was Pete's press conference. I think it was last week. And he was pretty much, if you look at the screen behind him, he was watching the Patriots highlights and watching, he was watching tape. And I was like, I love it. He's already, we hadn't even played our last preseason game. He was already on it. So that's why I was like, yes, I love it. You know what I'm saying? He's locked in, And that's what I say. There's not been no talk. We're not giving away what we're doing. We're not telling teams what we're gonna do. We're just gonna show up and do it.
That is the key, Jason. Thank you. Because until our peers get on social media and start talking this and that, the dude, shut up. Why are you telling everybody what we're going to do? Be careful out there. Only you said, but every team says we're going to run the ball. Everybody says that's nothing new. But the other guy like telling them, no. Pete Carroll's like, we're going to tell you what we're going to do. Just find out when we beat your ass at what we did. Oh, yelling. Yeah, man, hush.
We're going to do the Patriots like Rampage Jackson did, old boy.
Peon man, you can go on my. I'm gonna say something. Peon man, you can go on my channel if you want. Just be careful, dude. Just don't piss off my moderators because my moderators are damn good.
They get paid top dollar, man. They get paid top dollar for that shit.
I got the best moderators, man, in YouTube history, boy. My Bueno Rochat's in here. Shoot, I got the best moderators in history.
They get $30 an hour for that over there, man. You better watch out.
Shit, they get bonuses too.
There you go. That's funny. Over there with the spamming.
Yeah.
Another thing too that Coop was talking about, to get back to Coop real quick, is he was saying how Pete Carroll, 10 plus wins a year. He's like, that's what I need right there. You know what I mean? And he was even talking about how much trust he had in Geno Smith and that Geno Smith is a good quarterback. So it might make sense. And you know what I mean? Like we all keep saying, Pete might be the one to bring the nation to Vegas. Because honestly, it ain't there. Like the Niner game. You know what I mean? Like it should never be overruled by any other team. And you know what I mean? It'd be cool to see Amari Cooper help bring it back. Like that'd be like a story to fucking tell. You know what I mean?
Well, it's gonna be hard because some people hate him.
Real hard. It's gonna be real hard.
They're gonna be mad because they hate him for the last few years when he was here. They when he was here, and he said what he said. but realized that when he said it, he was still a young kid. He's still in his 20s, and he said it because he didn't walk away from the Raiders. The Raiders gave him away. They traded. So, we can understand. I'd rather have a veteran in the room with these young wide receivers than none at all. And I'd rather have a veteran backing up Geno Smith than none at all. I'd rather have a veteran linebacker core than none at all. See, Pete Carroll's going to do a mixture of both, young and veterans.
Have to.
Yeah. Just like a whole young team. Yeah, you can say that. Geo Max. Me and Jason had a big debate about that a few weeks ago. Yeah, I get you. We had a debate.
They lost it.
What can you do? What can you do?
Bro, that was sad, dog. Like, honestly.
What can you do?
Legitimately more Niner fans than Raider fans at that game. Like, I could honestly damn near say that.
They moved to Vegas, which is basically LA's second home. They moved close they could. They could have been in San Antonio. That'd be even worse. So, yeah. So they try to move to a city that's nice. LA was already took up by two teams. They weren't going to San Diego. They tried Oakland. That didn't work out. Where else can they go in California? They had to go to a major city. They couldn't go to a small town.
Valencia or something like that. They could have did something. Not Valencia.
I live by not too far from Valencia, dude. Ain't nothing happening out there. So
yeah,
it's all mountains and hills. Can you imagine being a stadium on Cypher Hill?
That'd be crazy.
Shit. Bound to the Central Valley, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, remember that when Derek Carr was a Raider? No, somewhere. You know what I'm saying? They could have put a stadium somewhere. You know what I mean? Somewhere.
Yeah. I don't even pick on you, but what happened to Fresno State, dude? They got walloped the other day.
I know. I don't. Coach, man. Coach is gone. You know what I mean? That's what it really is. And dude, all the good players left. Sherrod, Magdalena. It's bad.
I tell you one thing: one of the best college football game I ever saw when Fresno State played USC. When USC had Reggie Bush, that was one of the best college games ever. One of the best college I ever saw.
Those are always good, though. Yeah, those are always That
was a good. That's why that guy I forgot his name, but we got a Bird fan here. Go Birds! Which one? You got 3 birds in the NFL. You got the Cardinals, you got the Falcons, and you got the Eagles. What birds you talking about?
The Ravens.
And the Ravens, yeah.
The Ravens. That's 4. That's right. Got the Ravens. What birds you talking about?
I think those are Eagles, though. I think he got the Eagles.
It's the Eagles. Yeah, I'm just messing with them. Hey,
that's the only team playing that shit right now.
Hey, Green, thanks for coming in, bro. Thanks for coming to our channel. That's funny.
Yeah, hit them thumbs, too, for us, guys. Hit them thumbs, man, so we can keep this thing going.
Hit those subscriptions. Make sure the PSA announcement. I'm one of your hosts. I'm the Chris Ford Radio Podcast. My link's down below. Subscribe to me, please. Help me out. And then right above me is Chewy from Chewy NFL News Podcast. His link's also in the channel. And above him is Radio Jason. His link is not in the channel. But go and subscribe to all 3 of us. Hit some likes. Hit some notifications. Because season's about 9 days away. We're going to get the season started. Not only just for the Raiders, but for everybody, even the Chargers, piano man. The season's about to get started. We're going to see some real live football. Can't wait.
It'll be fun. And there's a lot of shit. Like I said, at first it was like, hey, I'm excited. Now it's like I'm a little nervous, man. I got mixed feelings on it. Got a whole lot of mixed feelings on this year.
Yeah, it's all about what we do at New England. Because I'm saying they're kind of in the same boat that we are. So it's pretty much 2 teams that weren't too good last year, and I don't know. They're going into it with 2 quarterbacks too, which is crazy. They're going with Dobbs and Drake May. So
and they got a good running game.
Yeah, they got
no joke.
Yeah, they're going to sprinkle in Henderson. They still got Ramondre as number 1. They got Gibson as number 2, and they got Henderson as the number 3. So they got a pretty good, thing going. But I think Ramondre is kind of getting better from injury. So, we just got to handle business. stop whoever it is. Stop them before they even get started.
Well,
You know.
they have Henderson. We had Genty.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hey, honestly though, like
They had
I
Drake
was
May.
kind of thinking we could have traded back and grabbed Henderson because Henderson's a fucking damn good running back, dude.
We could have.
Instead of Besh, or you saying instead of Porter?
No.
No, like we could have addressed a different option than running back in the first.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
No, but Pete Carroll has mine on. He saw Genty. He saw Marshawn Lynch.
Appreciate
That-
you, Chris.
He saw Genty, Marshawn Lynch all the way.
Yeah,
He sees that.
he
So
saw beast mode. He saw beast
Yeah.
mode in there. That's what he
Oh.
saw.
he saw it. He saw that. So like, no, I'm gonna trade him back. They had him to trade him back.
We got
You
a
know,
cowboy.
I want him too, but they didn't.
We got a cowboy in the house, Chris 214, man. So the channel is lit. Appreciate you, man.
He said
I like because of that name.
Right?
I'm not a Cowboy fan, but I like because of the name Chris.
214.
That's
Appreciate
right.
you, man, stopping by.
Thank you for coming by. Thank you, brother. Hey, you like what you see, man? Go and subscribe, man. We can talk about everybody.
We're here
I'm
every
not-
Tuesday.
I'm not a Cowboy fan, but you know.
But we did get Amari Cooper. So
What's up with Jacob Myers?
I know
We
he
don't
was-
know yet, Chris. They're still working out the details. We don't know. We probably won't know probably till this weekend. Hopefully, it's either he's here or we trade him. You know, one
He
or
ain't
the
going
other.
nowhere.
Appreciate
He
you,
ain't
Chris.
going nowhere.
Thanks,
Like,
Chris. Appreciate that.
That would be silly to trade him before the deadline. You know, if we were going to trade him, that would be crazy to do it now because his value would, I think, go up a little bit more towards the trade deadline
Yeah.
if we were to. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
just because of the
What happened
timing.
with,
Because I feel like we should rock with what we got. If it doesn't work, then we can start trading people. But you know, we got to see what we got and put it all together. Put the best team we got on the field and just see what happens. And if we can
You got to think about it. I'm gonna cut you out. Jacoby Myers and Brock Bowers are Geno Smith's safety net.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can depend on Jacoby Myers. Though preseason he missed that one pass that flew over his head or flew by him, and then he dropped one. That's all he had. But you got to remember that he don't drop catches. He catches everything. He's a safety net. So is Brock Bowers. Michael Merritt might become that too eventually because the way he's catching these balls in the pieces is like, whoa, okay, where did that come from? That's what we expected in your first year here.
And we thought he was good when he first came too.
Yeah, I thought he was, but the quarterback situation was horrific.
Yeah, Bowers is a dog for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah, because imagine like with Coop, Myers, and then like say Thornton if Thornton
Good,
kind of
Niner.
steps into that third wide receiver role, that would be kind of beastly this year.
Which Thornton is showing like okay, at first I was like, man, we're not really getting too much progression out of him. But he did those two catches he did have showed the physicality in him. You know what I mean? Showed that he can actually go out there and get physical. The one-on-one over the top for the touchdown. And then I think he was on a comeback route when he caught that. He caught it.
Yeah.
So we know he can get physical. It's just and that's why I wasn't too mad about the Amari Cooper signing. Is the more vets to get in here and train these guys what to do, what not to do. It's not going to do nothing but boost the rookies up. You know what I mean? Because I mean, Jacoby Myers can only do so much. He can only show so much. So to get another vet in here to show a different kind of way,
right? Exactly.
Good.
Because I remember Thornton's still raw. He's still raw, you know, to the NFL. But the catches he made, what he's capable of doing, you know, he got to tighten up his route running a little bit. He knew how to run route trees, but he got to tighten up a little bit. And that's why it's a good thing they bought a good route runner, a great route runner in Amari Cooper. He can show them the ins and out how to tighten that route running up.
Chris, I was going to say, you hit that right on the head because that's what I think Coop coming in also will do for Thornton. Like we talked about a little bit with the route running, but like definitely that's something he would definitely help Thornton with. That was a good point. Definitely.
He said it too. He said it out of his own mouth. I'm here to
he said it today.
I'm here to help.
The young guys.
I'm here to train these guys. So that's it shows already what kind of mindset he's in. He's in that leader mentality. You know what I mean? He's trying to go in there and be that's a real vet. A real vet goes in there and plays and shows guys what to do. So, like I said, man, to bring him in, a lot of people are mad about it.
Yeah.
But looking at it and all, bro, we need all the help we can get, especially out of a vet.
Yeah,
Exactly.
all the help.
Because
That's
think about this too,
game of the
bro.
year.
Injuries come, you know what I mean? What if Myers goes down? What if Bowers goes down? Like what? Like then what? Then what are we doing? Then we're kind of screwed because we don't even know what the hell we got out there on the rookies. You know what I mean? So I get why they brought Mark. It was honestly a smart football move. I know a lot of people are highly against it just because of what happened in Oakland, but
Get over it.
But the dude had 2,000-yard receiving years in Oakland.
Get over it. You guys get over that, Mark Cooper, what happened when he left the Raiders.
Get over it.
Remember, Devontae asked for a trade because he was unhappy with the Raiders. He left. Amari Cooper was unhappy with the Raiders going direction they were going in. He didn't ask to be traded. He didn't say, I want to trade. No, they just traded him out the door because Gruden didn't want to deal with that. They turned him out the door. So, yeah, I'm mad too. You know, what, you trade me away because I'm not really happy right now? I want to see different things. I want to get the ball more. No, I'm not happy. So you trade me away because I'm not happy. So he going to have things to say. He was 23, 24 years old. He was a kid. Basically a young adult.
Yeah. Real talk. Chris, Aiden O'Connell, he had, 4 or 5 turnovers in 3 games? Yeah, that's pretty bad.
It's not one on the bridge. He's just not fit for this style of offense they want to play. He's not. What the one guy called him, he had AOC. I forgot. I think it was Ardell. No, Ardell. It was Bueno said they gave him a nickname, but he had concrete shoes on.
Desperate moves right now, I think. They're doing it out of we have to. We got to sign somebody. You know what I mean? Kenny Pickett, we had to sign him. I mean, what are we gonna do? Jacoby Myers wants a trade. We got to sign somebody. So, like I said, I'm on the fence with both of them, but you got to look at the big picture. You know what I mean?
That's
not question. What corny ass moves are they making? Give me one.
You know, the only times he went to the playoffs was with us.
Damn, Jason, you really in the dark.
Year.
What are you talking about, Jason?
Jason, you really in the dark, man. What's happening?
My bad. I was looking up something. And you know, the only time he went to the playoffs was with us in 2016, and then last year, I swear he went with Dallas one time, but I guess not. It's the Cowboys at the end of the day.
Yeah, you know how they move, man. They choke artists over there. Tony Romo, man, it's the curse.
Yeah,
hey, Ja, what's up?
Ja, what's up?
What's up, Ja? That's what I thought. I touched earlier. That's what I thought it was, but I'm not going to talk about it right now. I'll talk about it. I thought it was. Right.
What's cracking? Yeah, it's a Kenny Pickett and Amari Cooper corny moves.
Why? Okay, explain why Amari Cooper's corny moves. I think they need a veteran in a wide receiver room. They got one. Kenny Pickett is way better than Aiden O'Connell was. Aiden O'Connell's hurt. Do you want to start the season with Geno Smith? Some happens, he had to come out the game. Do you want to trust Cam Miller to run the team? The dude is still raw. You still got to learn. You can't just throw a rookie that came from not only a D2 school to come and run an NFL team. You saw what he did in that one. You saw what he did in that one game. Like Cam Miller's been a starter, but then the next 2 games, what do you do? Didn't look that good. You still got a lot to learn. So you bring in a veteran. You bring in a proven veteran. This guy is 6'3", 220 pounds that can run, can get out the pocket, can throw the ball. Granted, he had a lot of interceptions, ratio to pickoffs. But you know what his record is in the NFL as it stands right now? He's 15-10. He got thrown to the fire with Pittsburgh. In the fire, like first game of the season he started. Right? He's still raw rookie. No, got rid of him, got to get Philadelphia. Didn't play in Philadelphia at all. Plus a couple of gimme games that were blowouts or whatever.
He's still raw meat. He's still red, man.
Yeah, he's still red. Took a knee in the Super Bowls. He can say one thing A.O. O'Connor can say. He got a ring.
Got the ring.
Although he didn't do it, he needed to contribute.
Geo Max, man. Geo Max is talking that shit. We got to ride and die with the 53. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, exactly. exactly.
Yeah, we are where we are with this roster. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
go
Like
Raiders.
we'll see what tomorrow shakes out. Because when we cut people, I actually hope that we don't get the same people on our damn practice squad. I hope we're plucking players from different teams that they don't want to let go. And we Raiders, man, we supposed to be robbing them of their silver and gold. Like whatever
Well,
players they think they're gonna save and tuck and try to, I hope we snatch them out the air.
they cut Cam Miller, right? They waived him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I seen that. That's
Yeah,
I
crazy.
mean,
all
but
right.
I know there's somebody even better than Cam Miller. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
Well, I'm saying though,
just because he's on our
I know
squad.
that. I know what you're saying, but they waived Cam Miller, right? So they could bring him
Mm.
back to a practice squad, and then NFL rules state that. Listen to this now. You can protect 4 players each week on a practice squad, so no team can touch them each week. So they bring back players in practice squad that they didn't want anybody to touch. 4 players, they got to do it each week. So they choose to bring him back. They can protect him in case so no team can touch him. But they do pick him up. He has to be on their active roster. So they probably say, all right, Cam Miller, we saw you in preseason. Everybody saw you in preseason. We can waive you, make some room for other players, put you on practice squad, and you can sit there. If another team picks him up, that means you have to be on the active roster. That's what they're doing.
Okay.
They waived
Yeah.
Tommy Mallet, whatever his name is. They
Tommy
waived
Malott.
him.
Yeah.
They Tommy Malott. They waived him. Okay? Probably another practice squad guy. They can put him on practice squad. If they want to protect him, they can. But his output in preseason wasn't good at all. So I don't think anything gonna look at him. So they're gonna keep the certain players that they waive by. Why they cut him? Well, that's the reason why he did that.
It's probably
So
a good thing. Like with a lot of these players that they didn't keep, it's probably a good thing. There's probably somebody better. Like I said, we fall in love with these players thinking that they're
Yeah.
golden. This is, we're not going to be able to upgrade past the Cam Miller or any, and there's better people. It's just that's who they ended up drafting. And then in this division, Cam Miller is going to get ate alive if he happened to start this year. You got some good defenses coming this year. You got Denver.
Oh, yeah.
You got whatever the Chargers are going to do, and we
Chiefs
know what
are
the
always
Chiefs
good.
do. So that's what I say. And then you know how it is. We don't have the patience to develop a rookie quarterback. Raider Nation will not let this franchise ever develop a rookie because we don't have the patience. We've been too much losing in this 20+ years. So it's always going to be plug and play. And that's our fault because we have no patience because we've lost so much that we are not going through another losing season, even though we keep going through these losing seasons. But for us, we've always been a free agent quarterback team. That's how we've been successful in the past, from Gannon to Plunkett to all these different people. Yeah. And it's just what we do. So until we get a team, pretty much when Pete gets done with this team, I feel like we can finally draft a young quarterback and have the team around him now. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this is year one.
Jamarcus Russell kind of ruined that for us, man. We drafted Jamarcus Russell first round, and after that, we had never drafted a quarterback in the first round since then. So that's and I think
he made a mark. You know what I'm saying?
That one of the reasons, like we don't find success in the quarterback room because we're not drafting in the first round. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not that. It's not that. That's not the reason why. Because I do believe if they wanted to, if Washington was giving up on that pick, they would have moved up and got Jaden Daniels. I believe that would have happened if Washington would move off the pick, but they didn't. But other than that, I don't think there's a reason why. Is that like Jason said, each quarterback that was successful with that won Super Bowls, besides Kenny Stabler, were second-hand quarterbacks.
Where's the flag was good?
Plunkett and who else? I forgot who was this. That I lost brain freeze here.
Oh, Gannon. Or Gannon won some playoff games for us, but
we used a Super Bowl. Yeah. But Stabler was a pick that we picked up. Then he wasn't a high pick, and he didn't play the first 2 years anyway. He wasn't a starting quarterback. He was He was a backup quarterback. So that's just the rated MO. That's what they do. Hey, Russ, what's up? You're not super late, bro. You're all right. You're on time. Always on time. Where's the flag?
Enjoy that night off for sure.
So I'm not mad. I'm not. I was shocked that they got Kenny Pickett. Of course, I like because they talked about it earlier. Why Kenny Pickett? I thought we had a trade for him, but apparently not. And we did, but we were in the 5th round. It wasn't a 1st round pick or a 2nd round pick or a 3rd round pick. It was a 5th round pick, and then we got an extra 4th round pick from your boy Murray. So hey, who won?
Oh yeah, Chris, take care, man. Thank you for tuning in, brother. We're here every Tuesday, bro. 6:30. One of those times.
6:30 p.m. Pacific time. That 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, make sure the subs, man. You come in how you want to. We're ready. We're a radio channel, but we talk about football. Period. Especially Chewy up top, right in the middle.
So I guess our next show will be the full breakdown. We'll be breaking this thing all the way down of the matchups and who's who on the Patriots and who we have to worry about. But at the end of the day, it's what we do. We can't. I'd be damned if I was on that damn team. I'm not losing to McDaniels. I'm having a talk with the team the night before the game, bro. I'm not losing this game. I don't care if you have anything in your mind other than a win. Get off the damn field because we're not having that today. No matter what, I'll break my neck before I lose to this team. That's the mentality. It's like I will die on this field before I lose to these Patriots.
You got to see
the mentality, man.
You got to see who the players were there when McDaniels was the head coach. Crosby was there. Kuntz was there. Look at the players that was there. McDaniel was there. Adam Butler, he brought in. Joey Myers, he brought in. But you got to look at the team was ran. Some players that I remember this what McDaniel ran team was like. It was crap. I don't want to win anything else.
I tell you, the biggest thing though is Mark Davis. He's the one that's gonna be like, man, we cannot lose to this guy this week. Out of all the
better.
Guys,
he fed us all that. Oh, he said it was a fumble. Like no shit.
Yeah, I hope years ago or see something of Mark Davis. Like Mark Davis needs to tell this coach, hey, we cannot lose to this team.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean?
Like this has to set the tone for the season. We got to go in there playing bully ball, running because they try to do everything perfect and all that kind of stuff. Well, let's see if you can perfectly stop this running game. You know what I mean? Like you can't stop everybody. Like I said, they're pretty. They're putting together a pretty, solid team. But we got to be better, man. We got to be. It means way more to us than it does to them.
Yeah, and then I got a buddy who says, I'm worried about Drake May. I'm not worried about him. It's his 2nd year. I'm not worried about him. His 2nd year quarterback. Quarterbacks might come out throwing the ball like crazy. Preseason game, he blew one team out, but then the next 2 preseason game, he lost. I'm not worried about Drake May. I'm worried about more or less what they got on the field. Or more like Henderson. Receiving core of Diggs. We talk about who on guard Diggs. Not worried about Diggs. Stephon Diggs is Stephon Diggs. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about how the team goes in there and play on the East Coast and had the right mentality to know. Matt Scribes, he's going to play his ass off because, he hated McDaniels. He hated McDaniels with a passion. He want him out. So he knows he's going to play his ass off. You got the guys out. There are not too many guys still there, but there are some guys that was there doing Myers was there. Mayers. Tight end. He was there. He said on the press conference, it's like walking on eggshells in this motherfucker. Shoot my language. But, they got guys that say, man, no, we're not letting your punk ass beat us.
Yeah, I'll give it to you if we lose it to the Patriots, man. That's gonna be sad shit, man.
He said if we get beat by Drake May and Josh McDaniels, then you'll see the corny shit I'm talking about.
El Nomad, I haven't checked out any college yet, man. But yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out because that's something we do need.
Hey, Dan Child, welcome to the show, man. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Raider Nation, baby.
If you like what you see, man, hit the like, subscribe, and the notification buttons. We here every Tuesday night at 6:30. It's called the Cover 3 Show.
Cover 3. Once in a while, it's Cover 2 when one of the guys are out. But...
It was Cover 2 for men, but we had to switch to Cover 3. Well, it was Cover 2 for men. You wasn't here one time. It was Cover 2 for a minute.
yeah. I missed that one. Hopefully, it's
Good
never
news.
cover one. We hope not to leave anyone hanging by herself.
Nah, man, we're cool.
Oh, yeah.
Man. We do.
From the 3 to the 2 to the 1 and to the 4. We might have we might have.
Oh yeah,
another,
speaking of which, Chewy, stay after we finish because I got to talk to you about the things coming up. Okay.
Yeah.
contracts. Woo, talk to them
My
contracts.
contract, baby, was cracking.
Let's go.
Hey, don't make me go on Indeed, man. Post a flyer real quick.
Okay.
Don't make me the HR. Look, I'm on HR on one channel, Jeff's channel, and that's it. Don't make me the HR this channel, please. I don't want that job.
Yeah, there you go.
I just want to come here, do my job, and not get fined. That's all I want to do.
No fires, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, John Madden. Speaking of John Madden, when's that movie coming out? Anybody know?
I think September. I think it was 10th or 11th.
Oh, okay.
No, not 11th.
Yeah, boy.
I think it's like September 9th or something. I gotta look it up again. I saw a glimpse of it.
I can't wait to watch. That's gonna be something to watch right there.
We going to the playoffs, y'all. That Mad movie. I'm telling you, we're going to the playoffs.
The Black Hole is building a shield
Nice.
and has been spoken. So let's go, Red Nation. Thank you, fanboy. Oh, fanball. Is it fanball?
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw the BO.
Fanboy.
No,
I just saw the B. I saw B. I didn't see the last letter. Fanball podcast. Okay, let's
Got
go.
a
Red.
podcast, man. Check them out, man. Fanball.
Yeah.
I like that name
Whoa.
too.
My boy Malo too. Malo actually been dropping some hot shit in LA. If you guys ain't checked Malo out, he big Raider.
Well, if you guys got a podcast station, I love to watch every podcast I can. Put your link in the station. I mean, the chat. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I'm hungry too.
Yeah,
Put your
Malo
link-
dropped that shit.
I'll check it out. Put your link in there and I'll check it out. But yeah, so we come with 2 hours, man. What do you think? What do you think was gonna do? What we gonna do? So we
Wow.
gotta do the practice squad next. I don't know, they haven't done it yet. I haven't seen it posted because guys had to clear waivers first.
Yeah.
So it might take a couple of days for the practice squad to come out. So we'll see.
Probably tomorrow or Thursday.
Well,
Yeah.
can you guys give me 2 players that you guys each want us to bring back?
Yeah, Greedy Vance and Terrell Edmonds.
The Grievance coming back.
Nice.
Greedy Vance did his Dougie
Yeah,
out
I'm
there for
gonna
sure.
say Edmonds
I love Terrell, man. That's tough work.
and Lucky. No, not Lucky. Not Lucky.
No, he's not. No, Lucky Ty's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Don't you
Because
got
that's no. What's the one? I
Don't you
was
got
thinking? He did get, but I mean, I feel like he will get picked up pretty much on.
Okay, hold on.
I think he'll
Hold
come
up.
back because he did good that last game.
Hold up. I'm gonna put it up here right now. Give me a second.
Campbell said Drake's gonna have a great year like Bo Nix. Hey, Bo Nix got some potential. I'll give you that.
Oh shit! I see.
His story is wicked too. If you guys don't know.
Well,
I
that's not
think
it.
the offense struggles in Denver. I do. I think the defense will be good, but I think the offense will be
Defense
kind of
is
stagnant.
They got a good running back too though. Harvey.
Just
Yeah,
do
He's
AFC
all right.
West, AFC West running backs are demons, bro.
Mhm. And they got 2. They got packs of 2 and 3. Because I know the Chargers are going to be a handful too. But we ready?
No. We know what it is, man. You know what I mean? We don't run the team, but we get you. How do we think match up against our division rivals? It's gonna be tough, bro. Every AFC West team has honestly upgraded besides the Chiefs, in my opinion. So I think
Chiefs actually look good though, bro. Like they're actually piecing together like a complete roster.
Like defense is always one to go against though.
Yeah,
the only thing I hate is they got 2 wide receivers. They got 2 wide receivers from Fresno, bro. Like I'm like, God damn, they got Xavier Worthy and Magdalena.
Oh wow!
See, I like Dan Charlie, man. Make sure you come both our channels, man. Subscribe. I like your attitude.
There we go.
Okay,
so that.
So okay, here you guys go. Here's the cuts.
Nice.
It is. That's tough.
They got Bachman.
I saw
My
that.
boy Dalton Wagner. No.
They cut
Oh,
what's
yeah.
his name? Andre Carter, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna say Greedy Vance and what's his name? Greedy Vance and Terrell Edmonds. I hope are
I'm with you
one
on
of
that one.
the two. I like Greedy Vance, but I think they're gonna pretty much not like him in the running or in the running game. He was getting kind of took out by blocks, but
Oh,
Yeah, he's kind of small. He's kind of 5'9", so he's kind of not a Pete Carroll typical D back.
man.
So,
But I tell you this though, he's good, man. Honestly, that dude got potential.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I could see him on practice squad for sure, like making plays.
Trey
well,
Taylor.
I don't see him back. Is he on this list? I can't remember.
Alec
Not him.
was good. Alec was good.
Coleman got cut.
Yeah,
Mosley
that's
did.
On that. Yeah.
This guy right here, I'm glad they cut him. I want to see him bring back Cedar Jackson and Chris Collier.
LV, what's
Wow.
up?
They cut Lucky Tassi too.
No, he's not cut. They had to put him on it because they had to get the team down to 53. He won't be cut.
Shit. They cut
Yeah.
Collier. That's crazy work.
He won't get cut because he's an international player, but they had to put him on there. But he's coming right back.
That is crazy.
Collier would probably be my third choice. Come and bring him
Yeah.
back.
I would Collier back. And
Cedric
Zach,
Jackson was good too.
yes, these two did that right there. I will see Jackson and Collier back
Mhm.
on the offense.
Offense,
On
yeah,
the
I go with them two for sure.
On the
See,
defense,
like,
where's
with
it?
Zamir, bro, like I get it. Like we've seen, he's not the number one back. Like he's definitely not a number one. But what we need him to be is kind of like a 2-3 combo with him and Mostert. We don't need him to do a lot. Just when his number is called, 4 yards at the least, 4 or 5 yards. That's all we're asking for. Just bang in there, because that's what I said.
Yeah.
He's going to be the one to extend drives or end them. So we need him to extend them. You know what I'm saying? So when your number's called, we don't need our running game to fall off. Just do what you do. Give our guys a spell. When we call you, get a 6, get a 5, get just something. Just keep these drives going,
Yeah.
and we'll be
No,
okay.
no.
Because if we can keep the other team off the field, we can win games. So
I
that's
agree. I agree, Alec. They should have kept Andre Carter, but he probably made the practice
Yeah.
squad.
That's what I thought.
So,
I was surprised. That's a surprising cut, honestly, Carter.
yeah, he probably made the practice squad.
And Collier too. I definitely thought Collier, bro, was locked.
Yeah,
in.
he was running good. But he
He
probably made the practice squad. If nobody picks him up, because they got to go through the waivers. If nobody picks him up, then he'll probably make the practice squad. If nobody picks him up. That's what they have.
When you got guys playing like that, Collier, bro, he had some umph in it for real.
Yeah.
Zach Carter. I wish
They cut Cam Miller, fanboy.
Is Zach Carter, Andre Carter. It's not Zach Carter.
No, Andre
What-
Carter.
There's two.
Andre Carter.
There's Zach
Yeah,
Carter.
yeah. Andre Carter is the DN.
Mhm.
But he's not on the list though. There's Zach Carter, but not Andre Carter.
I just
Hopefully we kept Andre.
No, I think he got cut.
He got cut.
Oh damn.
I agree, Alec. Yeah, Collier. Yeah, I definitely think Collier is gonna go to another team quick.
Yeah, I think Carter's been picked up by somebody.
I'm trying to think who lost a running back. Who was that? Was that Texans? Because I think what's his name? Mixon's gonna be.
You mean
Yes.
Alfred?
I think they just. I think they're starting Mixon, aren't they?
But he got hurt in practice or something like that.
Oh shit! Yeah. Hell yeah, Nate. I'll check that shit out, bro.
Well, that's who we have on the list. I don't see Andre Carter on there. Wait a minute. Did they cut him?
I don't think they did because I seen Zach Carter on the list, but I didn't see because I think Dre was the good one, right?
Yeah, he was the DN. He's the one that was.
Yeah, Dre was,
PFLs.
Dre was a defensive end. So Max Crosby, Malcolm Coon, Snowden, Wilson. No, they did cut him. He's not on the list.
Yeah,
I
thought I
kind
seen
of
a
hope.
list of him.
I kind of hope Tommy Malott doesn't make this roster. Just as far as if we can't upgrade over a Tommy Malott, you know what I'm saying, then that's a damn shame. That's what I say. Like the people that we cut, I'm hoping half don't return and that we upgrade from other teams. You know, because that's the thing. We didn't draft them, but then if like it's a deep team that lets somebody go, like Philly, how Philly was kind of deep, and then the talent that they were picking up were real good talent. Just they didn't have enough room. That's what we need to be scraping for right now to complete our depth.
Yeah, Thomas Booker was a really good pickup too. I think. I mean, I know he didn't have a outstanding preseason, but the way he was moving and getting those holes, filling those holes on the interior, that's what we needed to tackle.
Yeah, we need that. Any help we can get, we take it.
Especially when you're kind of leaning on Tyree Wilson. Is like, come on.
Well, tell me what might make it to there because he's might be a punt return guy or a kickoff return guy. I don't know yet, but he might make it, might not. We'll see. You drafted him for a reason. So
Tyree Wilson looks. Tyree Wilson sounds like he records all the positive affirmations and he just repeats them every time that someone asks him a question.
Dude, he's different, dude. Like honestly, is different for sure.
It's like, how do you feel your power's been getting? Well, the more you work, you know, like he will have all these phrases and he just runs them out, and it's just crazy. But I just hope he, his play.
McCormick, yeah. I kind of seen that.
McCormick, I think it was the health. Like he's good back, but I feel like Zamir was healthier, so that's why Zamir won that one.
He had a couple of good runs, but he wasn't really running like I wanted. He wasn't running hard. I thought Chris Carter ran better than he did.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, he hit a little more motor in him.
And McCormick was a fan favorite. Never got opportunity. Didn't get opportunity. Got hurt. So it's kind of like, God, dude, we were all ready for you, and he just disappointed us. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got Genty running, then you got Zamir, who is powering. Not only is power running, but he's actually moving his hips and his feet, which I like what I saw.
He's got that hezzy.
That's what happens when you get an offensive line. You know what I mean? You get to get some holes, and he looks completely different. Like, we don't know if they're really going up. The offensive line was fully going up against all starters. But from what I've seen, bro,
it wasn't.
It looks better, though, honestly. Just the way they move out there.
Yeah, exactly. Just the way he was running. Although it might be second-string defense and what it be. But the way he was running, he wasn't just running straight ahead with his head down up to the lineman's butt. He was actually moving and kind of getting through.
Yeah, finding holes.
Pause if necessary.
Yeah. My bad.
Yeah, I don't see him on the list. Unless he got cut.
No, he got cut. I think I seen it earlier today. I was pretty excited to see it. I remember that. Yeah, he did get cut, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, so you guys remember how I think that was McDaniels that got rid of our fullback, right? Because they were saying, oh, the fullbacks aren't the way of the league anymore. So, they're running fullbacks in New England. Just a little heads up there. But yeah, it's just crazy because they took away, and then that was funny because we had a fullback when Josh had his good year. And then we take away the fullback the next year, and of course he doesn't have the year that that he had. But I was just like, that's so crazy because why would you go away from what worked the year before? But I see they're gearing up. They're gearing up.
Bueno, about time you show up, man. Said you a spot.
Yeah.
Hope you're bueno.
Yeah, he's all bueno. You should change your name to I'm all bueno instead of not bueno.
I'm all bueno. I used to worry about I'm not bueno. I was like, damn, I hope he's really bueno,
He stays bueno. He makes everybody else bueno when they're not bueno, you know what I mean?
Nice. It's all bueno.
So Dylan Lobby is running back number 4.
Yeah, that was kind of I was a little surprised about that one, to be honest.
Special teams,
yeah.
Because he can play in the running or the return game, and he'll be someone on that special team squad too.
And he can't get back though.
Mm-hmm.
He ran pretty good though. He had no problem with the balls. He ran pretty good, and plus he can catch out the backfield.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, hell yeah.
So
Linebackers.
well, linebackers.
No, Alex said we haven't got any linebackers that are good in pass coverage.
That's why I think they converted pretty much Jamal Adams. Jamal
Adams.
Adams is going to be like a hybrid, pretty much
Yeah.
backer, but he's going to be the coverage backer. So, you know, it's kind of like you got a little speed and you got his playmaking ability, ball hawking. So, you know, like I know Pete sees it too. Pete sees it, but that's why, you know, because we would have never heard of that. Jamal Adams would have came in anywhere else and been a safety. But of course, Pete, using his brain, converted him to something that can help this team. Because, well, believe me, him and Kelsey will be good, get to know each other good this year. Know that.
Yeah, I'm tired of Kelsey, dude. Oh, that motherfucker stays open. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Not for long. Not for long.
Yeah, but like I said, this roster's not done yet. They're gonna get their practice squad guys down. I don't know when they're gonna finalize. I don't know what's the deadline for that is, but they're not done. They're gonna bring some players back, and some players not gonna make this team. But there are other teams that lose their players too, so we might pick some guys from there as well.
Yeah.
Like I saw about,
Yeah.
like I saw about the cornerbacks. You know,
I know there's some guys here though that we definitely could use. I think that we waived at least.
What do you guys feel about the center situation? How we kept Putnam as another center to?
Oh, I like Putnam. He's nasty. Remember a couple years ago, he got in a fight with Max Crosby. So he ain't scared to back down from anybody. So I like that nastiness. Yeah, I want you to be nasty. Don't back down. You know,
that kind of doubles down on how they want pretty much JPJ kind of at that guard position too, because they're bringing, you know, because we were saying like just in case he gets, you know, say if Meredith gets hurt, then JPJ can slide back into that. But from what it looks like, they kind of want to keep him at that guard position, and just, you know, to keep it not as limited as he would be, I guess, at the center position. But how they were saying with JPJ is his for now it's his focus, because like, you know, you might have two levels that you have to block, or, you know, it could be just one, or you could help chip or whatever it is, but he's not doing whatever it was the second part of it. Like he'll get caught up with the first guy, you know, wrestling whatever, and then forget about, you have to let that go and get to your next, you know, get to the next level. So that's what they were saying pretty much was going on with him. But that's something that he'll get. He just gets too into it, and he just has to focus. He has to just focus on the job responsibilities, and he'll be okay. You know, it's not like he can't do the job or anything like that. It's just he's a player that he gets really intense, and sometimes he forgets his responsibilities while he's, you know, doing his thing, while he's seeing red or whatever he's doing.
Oh, I agree, Alec. Mumford looked horrible out there, but he's one of those swing old line guys. He can play all four positions besides center. So that's probably why he's still on board. He can plug and play in for a minute. You know, he's not going to be a star. He's going to back up to where position they need him at. So yeah, I agree with that. He did look terrible out there. And Pete said Putnam is horrible. I didn't really see him play that much. He's a backup center, so I still yet to see him in the game. I think he did get pushed around a little bit in the.
He had a couple flags too, holding on him.
Yeah. It's a physical game or a Cardinal game. Yeah, but that's why he's the backup. So I'm going to depend on him. But if he fails, they can always move JT back to center and put somebody else at right guard. So,
I agree, Alec. I love Greedy Vance, dude. He got a motor on him.
Yeah,
remember Emmanuel Forbes from they used to play for the Reds or Commanders. He came out a couple. I'm gonna say if it was last year or the year before, but he was one of those backs or these defensive backs we were looking at too. And the reason he got cut because he was one of, like, I think top 3 whatever, you know, DBs in that draft or whatever. But when it came to the running game, he couldn't get off his blocks, so that's why they let him go. That's what I seen with Greedy Vance. You know, he can make plays definitely in the passing game, but when it comes to run defense, he gets caught on his block because he's a smaller, you know, DB, so he kind of gets manhandled out there. But he can make plays in the passing game, but just I think for what Pete needs is someone that's going to be able to get off the block and then stop the run. So
'Cause I think he blew a running back up, right, for a tackle for loss.
And he had 2 sacks too.
yeah. So he definitely
He
can make
get in there
plays.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah,
so
Dylan Parham.
I
Yeah,
have faith. I have faith in this regime. Like I said, it's year one, guys. If everyone looks at this like it's year one and we're finally building the right way. You know, because like we are kind of in both modes where we're building, but it's also a win now. You know what I'm saying? Like he's doing as much as possible to add pieces of people that will compete right now. And like I said, we'll see. The first 2 games, we'll tell where we're going.
Yeah.
Promise you.
Well, Night Owl said, "Be careful judging splash plays in the preseason." No, for sure.
Oh yeah, of course.
But it's always about the way they move to me. You know what I mean? Like that. I don't know. Greek Man's got a motor on him. Kind of reminds me of Max Crosby. The way you know what I mean. The way he tries to pursue everything.
Mm-hmm. See, but part of
actually, Parham wasn't getting overpowered like he was last year. He built some weight, got a little more muscles. Yeah, he wasn't getting overpowered as much. I didn't notice any overpower moves on him. Well, of course, he was playing against second string defense. He wasn't playing against a Chris Jones or anybody like that. We'll see. He put on some more beef. He got like about 40 pounds, it seemed like.
Damn.
Yeah. He was 287 last year, now he's like 332.
Yeah.
He's getting up there.
Looking like Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, he does remind me of me a little bit. He's a little dog. He's out there just doing the best he can.
He's like a
fiery
pit bull
too.
with Chihuahua's body. You know what I mean?
Fiery DB.
No, he's like a little puppy pit bull that just keep barking, but yeah, get close to him, he'll bite you.
Yeah, little ankle snapper.
He said, "Imagine Jason's shadow just gets up and walks away." Said it might. Sure.
Don't do that. Shit, you can go over here scaring me. But yeah, next 2. I mean, shit, man. We're already almost there in the season. You know what I mean? That game's coming quick.
Hey, we can do a show next Tuesday about who made the practice squad. We probably know by then, but we can do that. So do our show Sunday morning. Sure, you want to come in with us Sunday morning? Oh no, we have 805 come with us. That's right. Sorry, but you still welcome to come in.
Yeah, just shoot me the link, bro. I'll pop in.
Okay. Yeah, we got 805 this Sunday, Sunday morning Pillaging show. Well, 805. A little something extreme happened, you know, but
yeah, shoot me a link. I'll pop in.
Was James Wilson available? Yeah, he was, but they decided to go with Pickett. That's what they saw.
Yeah, I like that they didn't wait for something just to fall in their lap. They kind of went for what they thought would help. You know, and like I said, I ain't mad because instead of waiting and then ended up getting what we ended up with, we ended up getting someone, like I said, that Cleveland wanted to make him the starter there. And if it wasn't for the hamstring, he would have been that starter. But now Joe Flacco, you know. But, you know, Joe Flacco ain't going to be there for that long. So, really, we won at the end of the day. Yeah. We got what we needed. You know, the Browns will be the Browns. But at least we got what we needed off of them, you know.
They look at it, they got aggressive. I said, let's get this guy now before he gets cut or somebody else do something. So Browns say, yeah, we'll take a 5th round pick. And Browns do what you got to do with your 5th round pick. But now we got to back up to Geno, who's a veteran who started for the teams, won a Super Bowl ring. He's not going to be the starter, but he will be there in case we need him.
Yeah.
That's why they took Cam Miller. They're saying, well, Cam Miller, we can put you on practice squad. Nobody can pick you up. So, anyway, everything okay?
Oh, yeah. Huh? Oh, yeah. She going to the ladies' room.
Oh, okay. I know it's getting close to that. I know it's getting close to that time. I was saying, everything okay?
Yeah, we're getting close, man.
Yeah, congrats on that.
And then I guess just a heads up to you fellas too, you know, just in case. But you know, wherever I am, I'm gonna try to pop in and see even if everything does go down or whatever. I'm gonna try to pop in. I ain't gonna leave you guys, you know, stranded.
We'll talk about after the show. Well, again, we got things to set some things up. We'll talk about after the show. If you don't mind.
For sure.
No,
Oh yeah.
we
It's
want
all good.
we want the public in the chat get all disappointed. Like, oh, Jason ain't gonna be there. I ain't watching the show no more.
I appreciate it, but yeah, these guys are even better than me, y'all. So I appreciate y'all.
Oh, we're good. Because guys, in case you don't know, Mr. Radio Next Jason is expecting a little one coming up soon, on his way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quick too.
Who is coming? I figure between like a week or a week and I'll say within 2 weeks, but I've been saying that for like a week now. So
No, you
oh
can't
shit,
predict.
really
That.
a week? Damn,
You
I'm
can't
gonna say a
predict.
week because yeah, true that.
It might come tonight. You don't never know. She might go bathroom and say it's time. Like I'm in the show. You got to wait. Hold off. I'm in the show.
Yeah. Hey, really, shit, yeah.
Everybody saying congratulations to you, brother. You
No,
Max.
thank
Everybody
you.
saying congratulations.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, dude.
Appreciate that, y'all. Yeah, it's coming at
Well-
the perfect time. Our Super Bowl season, hopefully. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I think we ought to end the show right now. So, because I don't want Jason to, all of a sudden, run to the hospital. Everybody saying congratulations, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saving money for diapers and milk. No,
Yeah.
it'd be crazy. And you know how hot it'd be out
Yeah,
here in
man.
May too. Sorry, that was a
We're
joke.
all
Hey, it
in,
was
man.
actually, I think it was maybe 80, possibly 80, maybe 79. But the other day, remember we were talking about y'all said don't get hot out here. It got a little hot. It was like 78, 79.
Wow,
You know,
that's good,
but-
man.
He's like that.
78, 79, that's it? Get out of here. Oh,
That was a little hot.
That's chilling. That's chilling weather right there. 78, 79. It's like 101 of these today, man.
Yeah, it felt like 100 out here when it's like 80.
Appreciate you, Alex. Take care, big dog.
79 feel like wintertime for me. Take care, Alex. Thanks for coming by, guys. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. It's 2.5 hours. We're gonna call it over.
Yeah, appreciate everybody tuning in.
What do they say it's over? No, there's not a kid before. He's not the first one, but
Oh yeah. This is probably the last one, but we'll
Yeah.
see. So I ain't gonna say
well,
a couple mouthtails. This is the legacy. The Raider legacy must continue. So
You got to get at least a football team, right, before you die. Come on now.
that part.
At least get a basketball. At least get a basketball team. That's easy. That's only 5.
Well, at least 11. Like, come on now.
No, let's get 5 basketball team.
Yeah, we got
Not out, man. Appreciate you, big dog.
Ooh, that's a lot of diapers.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, damn, Chewy. You're gonna republic the world, man, by yourself, huh? Like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, and you're getting it.
Ooh, yeah.
Any last words, gentlemen, before we call it?
No, man. Stay tuned. You know what I mean? All 3 of us constantly have stuff going on, shit dropping. So make sure you guys got them bells turned on, man. Be notified every time one of us drops a video or goes live.
Jason?
If you haven't already, please hit them thumbs for us. You know what I'm saying? Tell your friends about us. We will get, a lot more, stronger, faster, bigger, better, you know what I'm saying, as the season progresses. Keep rocking with us, man. We love what we do. We came together for y'all. So we appreciate everything you guys have done. And, man, we got more to come. I'm excited. Stay excited. Give it a chance. Wait till, let's not judge until the results of week 1. Then we can judge and talk smack. But, you never know. We might blow somebody out week 1. And then we'll be like, all that stuff. We'll save ourselves the embarrassment of dissing the team before we see the result.
Yeah. Keep the faith.
So you guys, don't forget that it's a new season, new regime, new players, new attitude. I know we expected a lot from last year. We thought that AP will be the man to take us up to that new level, but he didn't. But anyway, just let you know that we'll have a show Sunday. Me, Ray, Jason, and our special guest will be 8:05 from Real Talk Nation. Join us for that. That's it. that'd be the last day we do a 10 a.m. show. We're gonna move up a little bit to 9 a.m. So it's at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Join us for that show. Chewy, we got coming up. Anything?
Not much, man. Just regular video drops throughout the week, and just the Cover 3 show. Pretty much
Okay,
it.
cool.
I might do some Patriots matchup type stuff, but I might wait for y'all. So I'm gonna see what's up. But anything juicy though, I'm gonna put out there.
Then I got a show Friday night with my boy Jeff. It's a pull-up show. Everybody's welcome to pull up. It's Friday night starting at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's on Friday night. So besides Jason Sunday, that's it.
We here, baby. We here.
So once again, let's go Raiders.
Let's go.
It's the Sunday morning pillages show.